Welcome back.
Are we live? Are we live?
Yeah, see you.
Oh, we're live. Hello.
Now we're live.
We're back.
Hello.
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 Had a bit of a break last week, but now we're back in the studio.
We had to kill some zombies for a week.
Yeah,
because I had the plague.
We had the plague.
Not the real plague, the fake ass plague.
Even though that would also be worth discussion.
Fake plagues?
No. I don't think this is the time for
I think
that.
that's time.
This is not the time for that one. All of a sudden we go straight political.
That's right.
No, man, Vanguard.
Oh, yeah, Vanguard.
Anyway,
Yeah.
whatever. What's up, everybody?
What's up?
How you doing?
We're back.
How you doing?
Welcome to the show. I'm Scott.
I'm Trae.
And I'm Phil.
Oh,
Yeah.
What's the password, guys?
rat burgers.
Teddy bear.
I thought it was salami. But okay.
This week we're talking about Demolition Man.
Yes.
Yeah.
We had,
Hand.
And probably one of the best homosexual actors ever. Like, like, dude, my boy, he is amazing.
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
He's amazing at being a little bit of a queen. Just
Oh,
to get a
dude.
little bit
Love
of
it.
sass
Oh, my
to
God.
the class.
So that's why he was so good in Tu
Tu
Wong
Wong
Fu.
Fu.
Oh, my
Killed
God.
it.
Sassy
Killed
as fuck,
it, dude. Oh, my God.
Noxzema Jackson.
Oh, my God. Even the newest Coming to America.
Oh, dude, seriously.
Oh, my.
Yeah, with his beard.
Yes.
Yeah, man, I love that shit.
It's so
I love
good.
that shit.
Sir Snipes.
Yeah.
Sir Wesley.
Crazy ass Wesley Snipes.
Yes.
Love it.
Uh-huh.
Love it.
Yes.
He thinks he's actually Blade, guys.
I mean, he might be.
He might actually be.
He
He
might
might
be.
really be Blade.
You know, he doesn't pay his
Fuck.
taxes.
No,
Even Blade has to pay his taxes.
Right.
That's what we learned from Wesley Snipes. So what you guys been doing?
You want to take
It's on
this?
you.
All right, on me. Well, you know, we've had 2 weeks of build up, so I've actually been doing a lot. I finally watched
for a
the
release.
time for a release. I finally got around to watching the Ava Rebuild movies, which are
Oh yeah.
really fucking good.
Really?
Yeah. It was one of those anime watching experiences where after I was done, I was just like, well, nothing's gonna be good for a while. You know, anything else that I go to after this is just.
Doesn't that
not
really
gonna be the
suck when you
same.
watch something that's like just epic, just like
Yeah,
next
it's at a
level
peak.
awesome,
Yeah.
and then it's like, okay, now what?
Yeah.
I guess I'll watch some Boris.
But-
I mean, Dune fucked up sci-fi.
Fortunately-
Right?
Right.
Oh man.
But
Oh.
fortunately, I didn't have to wait long because this morning I think I might have found my new favorite thing ever.
Oh my.
Yeah, Magic Users Club.
Oh, no.
No.
What's this?
Sexy magical girl comedy action with sci-fi.
Sounds right.
Yeah,
All right.
You know, right up my fucking alley.
Yeah.
You know, but less Sailor Moon magical girl,
Okay.
more Sally the Witch magical girl.
Okay.
Kind
Okay,
of thing.
gotcha.
So that was cool. Downloaded the Knights of the Old Republic.
Okay. How much was it?
15.
Okay.
Okay,
that's
that's
for
good.
Switch,
fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that shit just dropped. Haven't played very much of it. I'm gonna get on that.
Have you ever played it
probably.
before?
No.
Oh
Wow,
wow.
yeah.
Wow, good for you.
Yeah.
Has it been spoiled for you yet?
No.
Good.
No,
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it.
Oh, that's beautiful,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, so it's gonna be an experience.
Right.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And other than that, man, still fighting the urge to buy more laser discs.
Oh,
Not very
better
well.
stop it.
Not very well.
Yep.
I was literally on what is it, Macari or whatever.
I love Macari.
Yeah, I was
Great app.
I was just like, yep,
Sponsor
you
us.
gonna put
We
that.
sponsor you.
Yeah, put that in the cart. Put that in the cart.
Uh-huh.
Put that one in the cart. Yeah, oh yeah.
You got to
I
move
want
kind of
that.
quick on Macari now. It's like
Yeah.
all of a sudden it's becoming very, very popular.
Well, I was really happy because I did end up buying another one. I bought Slayer's
Jeez.
laser disc, as well as what might be my new trash.
Uh-oh.
Like
Okay.
Moon Phase, Vampire Cat Girls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Man,
So,
Scott's in anime heaven over here.
Yeah, he
dude,
is.
I'm on
What was
cloud
that other
9.
anime that was like it was vampire it was
Dance
all
of the Vampire Bun?
No.
No.
It was mostly fan service. Rosario X Vampire, was that the name of it?
I think I know what you're talking about,
Yeah.
but I'm not 100%.
I think it was Rosario Vampire, but
Vampire.
it was like it's really cool. Like the first 60% of each episode is like pretty much nothing but fan service,
Oh.
and then the last 40 is just like badass action.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
Right.
Hell yeah.
So it always starts off like super comedic and just like here's girls.
Yeah.
And, here's the anime thighs.
That's
and
right.
then all of a sudden, shit goes into overdrive.
The
It's cool.
absolute territory. You guys know what that is, right?
Yeah, that's
That's
this
that,
spot.
that's that, yeah, that's
right
that
here.
spot right there.
the
It's that
sweet
little
spot.
pinch of skin in between the legging and the skirt.
If you don't know what we're talking about, look up Altier Riza.
Yeah.
Riza, where the boot stops and where the short stops, right there in between.
Absolute indeed. Anyway, so
All right,
you guys now?
So last week we, in foregoing the podcast, we ended up playing Vanguard.
Yes.
And it's okay.
They've made a lot of changes, and I think Vanguard as a campaign is really, really good and pretty focused. Some people say that it's a little too over the top for the era.
I can understand that.
Right,
yeah,
right,
yeah.
but
It fits more with the Cold War situation than it does with this, right? 80s action movies and all.
Yeah, exactly.
It's hard to glorify World War II.
It is. That's very difficult.
Ooh.
Glorify war.
Yeah, well, I think we do that well.
I think it's
right.
pretty easy with something like Rambo or something.
Right,
Right.
exactly. It's
Right.
like, okay, Vietnam. Like, zombies is really kind of the point of contention for a lot of people.
Really?
I don't know that I love it.
I enjoy it.
I think it's fine.
I
like the other
but
stuff better, though.
A lot of people are upset because there's no round-based zombies, which is what everyone has grown up knowing and what everybody wants and expected.
Yeah.
And so, but the difference for me is those other options are still there, right? And now it's going to require 150 gig on your hard drive.
That's the problem.
That's going to be a thing.
You got to
but
install
can
a whole
always-
different game.
Yeah. And so that could be problematic. But I also view this as a starting point. And that's the thing. It's that's the hardest thing. Like everyone expects this, hyper refined experience or the same things that they've seen before. But we all know that this is going to grow for a year.
Yeah. This is just right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they've already announced that there will be something akin to round-based zombies because they came out and put out an apology. But they didn't apologize for the status of zombies. They apologized for accidentally including some pages from the Quran in the background, and people found that.
Can't do that.
And and people got very upset. So they put out an apology for that, but they said that they will be implementing round-based options through different mechanics in different ways.
I was a little surprised to see swastikas.
Right. Well,
because I thought we're at the point where we can't do that anymore.
No.
I guess it's just in Germany and shit.
Right.
Right.
Well, the beginning of zombies is Nazi zombies. So that's what it's all about. So
right.
all bets are off.
Oh yeah, and then the story they pretty much immediately grind it like, hey, Nazis are bastards.
Yeah, Nazis are freaking assholes, man.
In case you didn't know.
You tried the zombies with us.
Yeah. Then that was
what did
the
you
first,
think? Since that's like,
I mean, it's a zombie. You want to kill some zombies
with your friends?
You can do a lot worse,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can definitely do a lot worse.
That was my first experience, probably with anything Call of Duty.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really for the zombies franchise.
Right.
That's really starting. I can't say starting at the bottom, but more like upper low tier.
I
Yeah.
And I mean, because there's really just not that much variety. Pretty much every run that you do is going to look similar.
Yeah.
You're going to go
mostly
for
the
those same altars. The reward of COD Vanguard Zombies is just playing it.
I think
You
if
know,
I
'cause
think
the
if I
gun- the
ever
gunplay
jump
is
back on
good.
that,
Yeah,
it's gonna
yeah, it
have
is.
to be with
It
you
is.
guys. I
Oh,
don't
yeah,
think I would
yeah,
play
yeah.
it by myself.
All right.
Yeah.
I can understand that. I mean, I got into zombies eventually, especially once they did what's the open world mode?
Outbreak.
That is Outbreak. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Once they did Outbreak, I kind of get in there by myself and play. But up to that point, it was just the two of us playing.
What it is. What's up, Moth and Wolf?
And or Wolf. we never know. They have to make a couple
Wolf.
more comments
Comments
first
before
we know
We'll
which
find
one
out.
it is, right?
Absolutely.
If we start getting called out on
It's
certain actors, then we know who it is, right?
I think I'll put
Like
more
a game
time.
that we play every
Yeah.
episode. It's
Which
just
one?
Like,
Which
which one is it?
Which way did he go? Which way did he go? I think I'll put more time into Vanguard Zombies, man. It's just
cool.
there's just not a lot really to do.
There's not a lot to do.
There's
Yeah,
not a lot to do.
I see it
So-
as the thing that we play together.
And those runs can get long.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
can get really, really long. If you're doing well and you start getting stacked up, then you could be in there for a good 45 minutes.
I like
an
the
hour.
hub world.
Yes.
I could just do what? What is it? Oh yeah, then that that doesn't help me out at all.
Right.
Oh man. What have I been doing? So I started playing Mega Man 03.
Nice.
I played the first 2 games. I never played the third one. I have the third and the fourth. I actually have all of those on the collection.
You about to say you have that legacy collection.
I bought the X collection and the 0 collection. Yeah. And but I'm playing 3 on the Wii U instead, just because it's convenient to play while I'm going to bed.
I miss my Wii U.
Dude, I like it.
Yeah,
you know?
And I say that I still have my Wii U. I just never really use it, but I think it's magnificent. Oh man, I don't know.
And get everything.
I mean, I should.
Yeah.
That's a thought.
I got Wii games on there. I got all sorts of shit.
There are many Wii games that I really want to play though. To be
I can
honest
understand
with
that. I can understand that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, like most of those games, I played them when they came out. I played them a lot, and then
get Sin and Punishment.
You know,
right? Star Successor. Dude, Star Successor is fucking amazing.
Get Red Steel. You remember?
Oh, dude, Red Steel 2 was pretty hype.
Yeah, Red
the first
Steel 2
one
was. Oh boy,
rough.
Right. The only thing that I'd really want to play on my Wii U would be Super Mario Maker.
Oh yeah, I downloaded Maker.
Super Mario Maker definitely works
that
a lot
with
better.
A stylus. Changes everything.
Absolutely,
man. Speaking of the stylus, I was trying to play. Did you play Pikmin 3?
Briefly.
Dude, Pikmin 3 is fucking amazing.
Right.
Yeah,
really
stylus and dual screen.
Yeah.
It's just fucking amazing. Yeah. But I went to play some Pikmin 3, I pulled that stylus out, and I went to touch it, and it felt weird. And I looked at it and realized it had been chewed on by a certain 4-year-old that I know.
And she put it back.
And I was like, why'd you chew on this? She goes, I don't know.
I mean, I probably thought to chew on it.
Yeah,
you're like, this is
just right.
Let me think.
It's a good size.
It was a good thinking chew. Right?
I used to be a pencil chewer when I was a kid, for a while there, and then I realized that's disgusting.
Yeah, it was never my bag.
Oh man,
I played pencil pop though. I destroyed some pencils, man.
Hell yeah.
Oh man, yeah.
Gotta get it at the right angle.
Oh yeah,
it's not even about having good pencils. That's the funny part.
Right.
Yeah. It's all angles.
And then eventually you get that real small one that just won't break.
Yeah.
You know, he's gonna watch your knuckles.
Go get one of those DMV pencils, the little teeny tiny.
All right.
Oh man.
Oh no.
So I gotta call you out. You are now part of the PC Master Race.
I am.
How does it feel
to
have ascended?
You know, to tell you the truth, man, at first I didn't care.
Yeah.
You know,
but that was situational, right?
Well, there's that, but it's also just a matter of like I've just played so many of these games that there was really nothing for me to really experience for the first time.
Yeah.
You know, with this new beast of a machine, and so, you know, playing things like Lone Echo. Like that. Hot.
Dude, Echo VR was amazing. Us doing multiplayer. We didn't even play the game.
Oh, really?
We fucked around in the lobby.
For probably, like 2 hours?
Super fun, dude.
Yo, welcome.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, he sold out and got a PC. That is
right. I did not know. I didn't say sold out. It is added to the family.
He bought in.
I bought in. Exactly.
He didn't sell out.
Its name is Hakumen.
That's what they all say.
It is the white void. It is the cold steel.
I am the white void.
Yes. I am the cold steel. It said, I am Hakumen. The end has come.
Yeah, man. You need to give it a ponytail.
Oh, man.
I mean, I'll do it. Don't put it past me. But then this magical thing happened to me called Forza Horizon 5.
Yeah, which I played a little bit of. I actually showed him some earlier.
Showed me. It looks good.
I mean,
those are
Forza.
I always say that. I always say like Verizon.
Forza
Horizon.
It's real good.
It's magnificent.
Yeah,
it's magnificent. You know, Gaming Bolt gave it a 10 out of 10, and I was like, man, y'all need to stop. You're tripping.
But for a racing game, it's hard not to say it's a 10.
No,
you know what I mean?
It is definitely a 10 out of 10. I
does
played it
all the
obsessively
things.
for the past week straight. Like, it's what I get home, I crank up Forza, and I'm racing till bedtime.
Right.
You know, because I mean, it's a nice hybrid of a sim meets arcade, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like what they did with Project Gotham Racing, you know.
Yes.
But you have an open world.
Did you ever play Grid?
Of course.
That was another one that I felt had a good, balance of sim and arcade.
Right, absolutely. Because I mean, you're looking at Gran Turismo 5 coming out, and looking at it, it's beautiful, but Sims get boring to me really quickly. And I'm not a gearhead like that, so it's not really my shit.
Did you ever play fucking what's the one the rally
Which one? Rally Sport?
No, it was
WRC?
Dirt Rally.
Dirt Rally?
Dirt Rally.
In VR?
Well, just period.
Yeah, Dirt's amazing.
Dirt's amazing, but you get into it and it's like adjust your brake bias.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck is a brake bias?
Yeah, rally racing is very, very difficult, and it's very, very technical, and you have to know a lot about how cars work in physics.
You got to know exactly how long to hold that e-brake to make sure that you're hairpinning the turn correctly.
Right.
So that you can.
And I mean, it's really easy to spin out and flip your car.
And Forza was a little squirrely, I'll be honest.
Forza's got some slippery cars.
I was also playing a Supra, so that's why it was fucking. I was in the Supra.
See, I rolled my Bronco. My Bronco ain't slipping, baby. We gripping.
No.
We gripping. I'm running with a BMW i8.
Okay,
four-wheel drive. I've tweaked it out so it's
then
S tier. And this thing, I'm hugging the road, baby.
Oh yeah.
And so it's really because there are so many vehicles.
Right.
And then of course, as you finish some of the events, and there are shit tons of events. It's insane. You have racing events, Baja events for like cross country. You have off-road events. I've been doing mostly off-road because it's just nice to go off-roading in that.
Seriously,
because the island, well, not the island, it's Mexico. But Mexico is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
I love
man.
the cityscapes.
Yeah,
they
absolutely.
Look so good.
The city's great. Get out to the country, it's great. Go out to the beaches, and then when you do some of the story events, they'll have different like weather effects and stuff.
Oh yeah,
like driving into lightning storms. Last night I was driving pretty much towards an active volcano and going to the top of that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It was really, really sick.
Where is an active volcano in Mexico? Like
in Forza Horizon.
Oh, okay.
5.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
got
that's
you.
where it is. But
they just installed one.
Yeah. It's just for the
new
event.
edition.
We already got one.
It's very nice.
I told them we already got one.
But I mean, really, it's like unlike a lot of racers where usually the hardest part of a racing game is getting started, right? They're like, okay, we got to give you this story. Okay, well, you got to work your way up from these shitty cars. They drop you out of a plane, son, and it's like you're going full speed the second you hit the ground, and that's it, game on.
You hit the ground running.
You hit the ground running, dude, for real, dude. The soundtrack is phenomenal. Like Forza Horizon is it's right there on my list of potential game of the year candidates.
Oh yeah.
Seriously, and that's weird to say for a racer.
Yeah, it's good as fuck, man.
It's really good.
I don't think it's grabbed me quite the same way because
that's why we need to play together, baby.
Yeah, but look, man, I'm not being an asshole here.
It sounds like you're about to be an asshole.
It is. it is not Wipeout.
Isn't that what assholes say?
And that's my thing.
Right.
That's more my thing.
You want that
so it's
fast-paced, futuristic racing.
Right. So it's nothing really against Forza. Forza, for what it is fucking brilliant.
Yes.
Yes, it is. But Wipeout more hits it for me.
Gotcha.
That's all it is. I'm a Wipeout, F-Zero, Extreme G, that style of racing.
Fast RMX.
Fast RMX.
I love those games as well. I find that there are more of those that hit the mark than there are of this style. Because
you got to get it just right.
You got to get it just
don't
right,
you?
right?
Yeah.
And for me, generally, I'm looking towards things like Burnout Paradise. Something that fast paced. But this feels like that hybrid of sim meets Burnout, where it's like your speed and your antics, everything you do, because there's skill chains and everything that you do rewards you in some way, and they do kind of lead you into learning to play the game and learning to deal with the difficulty of handling the cars, because some of those cars are I got a what was that thing? I got a Bugatti Diva. Is it a Devo? It's a Devo. Okay. And that thing, boy, I mean, it hauls ass. But trying to use it in a race it's very difficult. That's a lot of power.
Yeah,
it's a lot of torque, right?
Get away from you real quick. Yeah,
absolutely. And so you got to really think about it. You got to think about like if you like a rear wheel drivetrain, front wheel. I like all wheel.
Yeah.
You know, all wheel gives me nice control. But
is there a McLaren in this motherfucker?
Of course, I have one. Yeah, because you also, as you clear events, they let you spin this wheel. And then
I
it'll
saw
give
that.
you credits,
Yeah.
it'll give you emotes, it'll give you, because you can actually like trick out your character, right? And like dress them up, etc. You can give them
a robot arm.
You can give them
prosthetics.
Yes, prosthetics.
I mean, they seriously,
legs and arms.
They were like, we are going to be as inclusive as fucking possible.
Well,
you can have fucking limbs. You can call yourself whatever you want.
That community is very well known for losing limbs. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so I was thinking about it. I almost gave my girl a robot arm. I almost gave her like this robot arm, and then I'm like, I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, eventually, I straight up went for the robot.
Eventually, there's going to be a wreck that I feel like is going to be signiafter enough.
Like that's the one,
and then you'll pull the robot arm out.
Yeah, we're role playing. You know?
Nice.
We're playing
after you roll that car a couple of times.
Exactly. Ooh, baby, that cost you your arm. And then my character, I named her Georgina.
Yeah, Georgina.
You know? Totally. Key and Peele. Georgina.
With my prayers. Like the only other thing I was going to say, and I want you to try this out before you go. The fucking I got
haptic triggers or whatever.
Right. So the Series controller, the Xbox Series controller, which I think they had this on the Xbox One controller, but it's better for this one. They have the general rumble, but then they have rumble triggers.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's not the same as the haptic feedback triggers where they have different
they just.
Right.
They just shake on your
you
fingers.
Can you can feel your brake. It feels great.
It
feels fucking great.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you can feel your gas rev up on your right one, and then you can feel your brakes grind on your left one. But that's not the general rumble that you feel from the road or from the car.
Right.
That's in the center of the controller, and so it has this weird 3-point balance thing going on.
Interesting.
It's cool.
Yeah, I definitely want to check it out because Microsoft Studios, they killed it with this one.
And this is the first Microsoft exclusive game that I've played with this controller on a PC.
Right.
Period.
So that might be worth an investment.
Right. I mean, I was going to say, man, as far as a controller goes, these fucking controllers are hot. And I know you don't want to buy more shit for this PC.
Well, I have a really nice, I have a PlayStation style controller and an Xbox style controller, and both of them function extraordinarily well.
There you go. Yeah.
And so, it doesn't feel like one of those things that I really need right now because right now this PC is pretty much a Forza box.
Yeah.
You know, and then the game's so gorgeous.
Yep.
It's so pretty.
It's super pretty. I love the water effects on the car. I love everything.
Everything, man. Just looking at the sun glinting off of the bonnet of a car.
So I found out what's up with the ray tracing. I found out what's going on with it. The game actually doesn't have ray tracing in anything except for the garage car viewer mode.
Really? Well, that would make sense because in my car right now, my i8 actually put flip-flop paint on it. You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
So it goes from red to purple, depending on where you're looking at it. And it even looks really good in gameplay, but in the garage, that thing looks spectacular, boy. But there's not a lot to reflect, really. I guess.
No, and the only time that you're getting close enough to your car to see the car reflect on itself is in the garage.
So
that's the only reason why.
I don't know, man, because sometimes if you're just looking at bodies of water, some of those reflections are really, really good.
And
so
that's
I guess
screen
all
space.
Yeah, well,
and it looks that fucking good, dude.
They killed it.
They killed it.
They tricked me.
It's all about optimization.
Absolutely,
they know where it actually matters and where it doesn't.
Well, where it doesn't matter, and here's the only real flaw that I see is if you flip your car, they don't render the underside. Yeah, the underside is just flat, just a flat poly. You know, well, that's fine.
Who's okay. Looking at the bottom of the car?
Right, you look at it for a second, and you're like, wait a minute.
Looks like PS1 over here.
Exactly.
Everything else is looking
right.
good.
Now after Hot Wheels, that was the thing that made me look down there. But,
yeah.
But yeah,
best racer of the year, definitely.
Easily.
Yep.
Easily. So I think we're gonna have Gran Turismo for the actual gearheads and for the people who want to have fun playing a game. Get that Forza. Check it out. It's on Game Pass. So
it is on fucking Game Pass, man.
Reason or not.
They kill it with these Game Pass releases.
Yeah,
just if all you care about is mainline Xbox titles, Game Pass is worth it just for that. Because all it needs is 2 titles a year to come out, and you've paid for your Game Pass.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Yep.
Fuck, dude.
Yep.
You know?
And then
Halo, Forza, done.
Yeah, Halo's what, December
8th, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's coming up too.
Mm-hmm.
Boy.
Yeah. Well,
News
Jutsu.
So this one's yours, man. This one's yours.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, I mean, this is late. A lot of you guys are already aware of this one, but we had the last live letter from Yoshi P, and Endwalker was delayed. He said for purely selfish reasons. He was like, I just want to make sure that everything is as it should be. Models, all the animations. He doesn't want anything to be. Kind of like immersion breaking, right? Like, this is his opus.
Right,
this is the end of his first actual just legacy project. Yeah. And we've all seen what happens to Game of Thrones, to Walking Dead. We all see what happens when you drag something out too long, or you end it too abruptly,
right?
Or end it wrongly. So he just wanted a couple more weeks, and I've never seen just a more humble person. Like, when he announced that, like, this man was borderline in tears.
Yeah.
And he's like, he really feels like he may have, broken people's trust, because a lot of people have based their schedules around this expansion, right? People have taken like a week off of work, and it's like, okay, what are you going to do with that now? Right. People plan for around Thanksgiving to be able to grind out on some Endwalker.
Right.
And now,
now they gotta wait.
Either.
I didn't think about that one.
Yeah, man. So that was really kind of that November 19th to the 23rd. That was really the sweet spot for that release. Yeah. Because it gives people really nothing but time to, enjoy the game. Now, releasing on December 7th, December 3rd for early access, I don't know. That's kind of go time for a lot of people, for a lot of people's families. And what we got?
Rambo followed us.
Oh, what up, Rambeezy?
Rambo.
What up, Rambeezy?
Welcome
To the family. And so so we're gonna have to wait a little bit more for that. But it's just 2 weeks. Yeah, it ain't gonna kill anybody.
That's not too bad. That's not too bad.
That gives more people more time. And here's a problem that I have. There's a lot of new players. There are tons of new players playing Final Fantasy 14. Unfortunately, a lot of people really view the game as the end game as a destination instead of looking at the entire journey.
Take it easy at Wolf.
Dude.
Take it easy at work, Moth.
Yes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, well, everybody wants to get to that end game, so they're like sitting there trying to grind, so they can be current for Endwalker.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I'm like, if
you got your inventory ready,
doing
and shit.
that,
you told me.
Well, if no, what I'm saying is, if you're playing the game like that, you're probably already missing the point. You know what I'm saying? Because the game is all about, that story and forming a bond with your character. And
so do you think Sakaguchi missed the point? Because he did it too.
Mike and Heather loved the show.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I
love
you.
Awesome.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out.
Appreciate it.
And so I want people to kind of like enjoy the game at your pace. Like, this new content isn't going anywhere.
Yeah.
There's no reason to just like face roll yourself and get yourself to a point where you're kind of burnt out by the time the new content even drops. Because what's going to happen is you're going to get to that, you're going to be in game, and you're going to finish that content in whatever 30, 40 hours, however long it takes you. And then you're going to be like, now what?
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, well, unless you like running like very high level raids and things like that, you might find that there's not a lot to really do for a couple of months until the next patch. Yeah. And so it's like, just pump your brakes, man. Like, everybody's going to be at a different point. That's totally
just
cool.
Just enjoy yourself.
Enjoy the ride, like learn the lore. Because it'll make everything matter that much more when you finally do get to Endwalker and conclude that story.
Yeah. So they obviously it's been delayed. Did he say for how long?
2 weeks.
Oh, it's just 2 weeks.
Just 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
So
2 week
not that bad.
2 weeks.
But man, I'm talking about my dude gave the deep bow.
Oh yeah.
On the table, like, boy, I'm like, dude, nobody does that. They just say, oh, we'll put out a little press release.
Right.
But this is his fucking honor.
That's
his pride.
Absolutely.
Right here, dude.
Right. I'm just like, no, don't commit seppuku.
That's right. You don't need.
It's not worth it.
And so I gotta inject something in here because I'm looking at this list.
You gotta inject the cheese.
And hey, what's up, Lime?
What up,
Haven't seen you in
Lime?
a while. Yeah.
Yo.
A minute.
So.
Oh yeah, Meg coming back. Meg coming back in February.
Oh, awesome. Hey.
Yeah.
So there was a network test started for Elden Ring.
Yes.
Okay.
And a bunch of people have been showing off their shit.
Right.
You know, speaking
Yeah.
of another game that got delayed for good, right? Like for a good reason.
Right.
Or
Right.
making sure that you get the quality product that you want, right?
Right.
And everybody's fucking positive about this Elden Ring thing.
Yeah.
That's all I've heard.
The only negative thing that I've heard, and it's not really negative, it's just whatever it is, but is that they do reuse a lot of
Dark Souls 3 animations and stuff.
From 3, from Bloodborne, from Sekiro. There's a lot of it. But I think that at the end of the day, that really just kind of will make you feel nostalgic.
I've heard some big fans, some big YouTube creators like Fextra Life and people like that, Vatividya, people like this that do hardcore Soulsborne content, you know?
Right, yeah.
That have pretty much been like, I mean, this is a if it's not broke, don't fix it situation.
Right.
It's like and there are a certain group of people that are going like this is more Dark Souls 4 than we thought it would be.
Right.
But it also adds like stealth mechanics, crouching, jumping, all this kind of shit from Sekiro. It's like it seriously is like they took the combined knowledge of everything they've done up to this point and we're like, okay, we're going to do our best with everything established already.
FromSoft does that, I mean,
they do that from game to game, right?
Don't fix it, man.
Right.
Yeah, they just they take something that works and they just build on top of it.
Absolutely.
I was watching some shit about pretty early on when that
was weird.
When there's a guy that like I guess he's like a sub boss, but he's just in the open world and he's on a horse. He's got this big ass fucking shield and this large spear going on.
Odin.
And he just comes and fucks you. He just comes and it's like the very beginning of the game. You're like, oh hey, look at this guy. Oh my god, he's fast. Oh my god, he's breaking everything. like you can't run from his ass. He fucking will follow you. He won't. There's a church that's over by there that I saw somebody hiding in. The man raised the church. He took it down to fuck you up. Like,
I love it.
Oh,
I haven't watched.
He's coming to get you.
I've listened to videos about it, but I haven't watched anything because I still don't want to see it.
I've watched such little clips.
Yeah,
dude.
I just can't wait to have it for myself.
I want to listen to people talk about it. I don't really want to see it.
I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it yet. You know, and so like I'll listen to Fextra Life.
Yeah.
And you know he made a very good point. It's like, you know, this is their opus. Like this is it, man. Yeah. It's like, okay, well, it's like kind of, well, whatever. Anyway, they want it to be the best that it can possibly be, which means don't start completely from scratch.
No, why would you?
You know, it's like we have all these badass animation
That's why you
routines.
have a sourdough starter.
Exactly, right?
You don't make new sourdough every time.
All the time. No. You take a little piece, put it over, and then you take it back out, knead it back in. You know,
it's a living thing.
Who all were invited to the beta? Do you know?
I don't know. I didn't get invited, so fuck them.
It was. You know what?
I know Arlo got
this has been the closed beta up until maybe today or tomorrow.
Right.
So I think it just launched for the masses.
Exactly. So check my email is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Bet.
But I didn't get one, although I checked every box. It was like, what other From Software games have you played? I was
all
like,
yep, all of them.
And then it's like, other games? I'm like, yeah, can I tell you which other ones?
Right.
Played those too. Yeah, I'm very excited for that one, but I just, man.
But that's also February, yeah?
Yes, February.
February.
Oh, God.
So Netflix gaming, what's up with this? Because didn't we already talk about this?
I don't know.
No, well, they're actually going live with that gaming platform.
Oh, they are actually. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When?
And so they're partnering with, Sony, Microsoft, etc. It is going live. Well, I think they started rolling it out last week.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So it's already starting to roll out.
Mm-hmm.
But
they're
not
doing
everybody,
it in stages.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Not everybody has access to it right now. The problem with it is that this thing's going to end up being about $40 a month. You know, like, of course, including your streaming service, et cetera, et cetera.
Right. So this is 40 on top of the.
Well, no. It'll include all the other exactly. So you'll still have your Netflix. You'll still have your HBO, whatever else you have going through Netflix.
What are they offering on it though?
That I have not seen. I haven't seen a list of games, and when I did look, let's see what we got on Netflix.
Because if they really want to murder it, I'm just saying here, if they really want to murder it, they need to go in the past.
Well, I mean, I think that's the game plan.
Okay.
Is to have, let's see, release date, leaks, price. They haven't put up any games.
Any titles?
That doesn't make any sense. It seems like they'd be repping all these companies right now.
Oh, yeah, okay. So they have the Stranger Things game, but that was a 2D game. Whatever. A lot of the things that I saw were 2D. Oh, yeah. And so, yeah, they don't.
I don't know. The Stranger Things game in my head is just Hopper as Barry from Resident Evil. Like
it looked more like almost like River City Ransom. Like, yeah, it was just. I mean, it was definitely Hopper running around beating folks, And so then you have 11 doing her little psionics.
They're gonna do their Mario Party. It's gonna be Squid Game.
Yeah, I just don't. I mean, yeah. Right? I mean, I think that's what we're gonna end up seeing is a whole bunch of Netflix, original series is like adapted to a 2D.
It'll be
action platformer.
Castlevania, the anime, the game.
No.
I mean, bite your tongue. They're taking notes right now. They're like, oh, God, we didn't even think about that. They're gonna start releasing them in tandem.
Yeah, dude.
And so they're gonna start making references in the show that you won't get unless you play the game.
Fuck.
Man, all right. That show went downhill there in the 4th season anyway. So
man, see, I only he's talking about Castlevania. I only saw the first 2 seasons of Castlevania.
First 2 seasons,
they're amazing. I thought the last season was okay. Just comparatively, because that other
they took it too high in 2, man. 2
was dude.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Over the moon.
Dude, man. It makes you really
over the circle of the moon.
Over the circle.
Oh.
Hey, it's a reference.
It does. It just makes you really
references,
sympathize with Vlad Tepes and
really,
and also Alucard, man.
Yeah.
They just keep fucking him.
I know, man.
It's like he just wants to trust people.
But he can't.
Can't do it. Got to put him on pikes outside of your castle.
Yeah. You got to show him who's boss here.
That's probably why people don't trust him.
Maybe.
Well, he only does it if he has to.
If they weren't fucking up, they wouldn't be on a pike.
Exactly. Okay? Yeah, dude. They keep trying to kill him and take his castle and stuff. He's like, come on, man. We just had a threesome. Dawn of the Monsters is a weird.
Oh, so is this a sequel to?
I don't think it's King of the Monsters.
King of the Monsters.
King of the Monsters.
Because it is King of the Monsters.
It's definitely King of the Monsters. I don't think they're actually touting it as a true sequel.
Because they even have their fake Ultraman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I guess the question is if Lizzie's there. What were their names? It was like Lizzie. Then there was an ape.
I don't remember what the
You're
wolf
talking about
guy.
Rampage.
No. King of the Monsters. King of the Monsters is like Rampage, except it's on a plane rather than it being on a flat thing.
Right. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
but I thought the naming.
But no, he's absolutely correct. Lizzie was
Rampage, and then you had George, and then I can't remember.
What's his name? George.
George.
What's his name? George. Yeah. Oh, that'd be great.
George of the Jungle.
George of the For real. And so
I can't remember what the wolf's name was.
Because King of the Monsters.
It's Volf.
Volf. Yeah, because that's a 4-player?
Saber Wolf.
Isn't that a 4-player?
Yeah, that was 4-player.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 4 players.
King
you can destroy the city and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like a sequel to King of the Monsters, which King of the Monsters was fun, but I feel like this is gonna be one of those games where you play it for 20 minutes and then you go. All right,
I mean, unless you have friends that just dig that kind
unless
of
you want to jam on it,
or it'll be very good for kids. Little boys who want to destroy the world and little girls who want to see everything burn.
That's right.
Who
doesn't want to be a Godzilla?
Seriously, I always thought there should be either a kaiju version.
Can I be a Godzilla?
Oh my god! I mean, they need to get some licensed shit in this. Is what they need to do. They need to go on and pay Del Toro. Get some fucking Pacific Rim shit on top.
Might as well use it. Might as well use it. I always thought that they should do either, of course, a VR kaiju game, where you could be the kaiju. But I always thought what's that thing called on the Xbox? Kinect. I always thought that would have been a cool thing for Kinect.
Dude, I mean,
all you gotta do is big sweeping motions.
Man, what about a VR Pacific Rim game?
Oh, I mean that'd be lit. I don't know.
What if you actually had to have 2 motherfuckers to do it though, to drive the shit? Right?
Oh yeah, that would suck.
Cool. It would suck.
That would suck. Oh my god.
Yeah, well,
I don't know,
we're not connected by our.
I played Overcooked.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I tried to make some sushi rolls with my boys. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't piloting a kaiju. I said move the left leg. You said left arm. No.
Look, man, I got my side over here. Okay, I got my side.
That would be horrible.
Oh man, I still like it though.
Yeah,
I still like the idea.
I play it. I totally play it.
You know, what'd be really cool is if you did some kind of VR Steel Battalion thing where you had different positions in the mech like that. Like you had someone that was the pilot, and you had someone else that was the gunner. And you had like
you
like
do that in Mech Warrior,
or in a tank game.
Yeah,
just whatever
just
tank
tank
game. You know,
game. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah,
That's what
that'd be cool though. Yeah.
Well, I mean, tanks just aren't fast enough to be that thrilling in gameplay.
Except for in fucking Battlezone.
Except for in Battlezone.
My God, Battlezone, which they bonked.
Battlezone.
They borked. They fucked
They
it.
did. They completely
Damn.
borked that. That's sad.
Anyway, so Liza P.
PB Lion?
P lies, dude.
He does lie.
Don't you trust some P?
You know, well, here we go with another Souls-like. I mean,
Right.
Yeah.
It looks like
everyone's doing
Bloodborne,
It
man.
really does.
And
Yeah.
I have mixed feelings about that because I mean, with Elden Ring coming out, with Stranger of Paradise coming out,
Yeah.
am I gonna want to play all these fucking off-brand ass Souls likes?
I mean, the
that
money,
one looks cool.
The money's there,
Right?
You know,
Right.
people are buying this kind of stuff.
It's got a good style to it.
right.
Dude's
And it's
mustache was
trendy.
looking fibrous.
right.
You know,
I like his
Like,
monocle. His
he had a
monocle was
tight
nice.
monocle going
Yeah,
Yeah, that
on.
model is sick.
Right,
It really
right.
is.
Rat
Yeah.
crawled out of the mouth. I was like, but
Make it
dude,
squeamish.
you know, like again, it's just, it's much like we're like with the Dawn of the Monsters thing. It's gonna be one of those things that I feel like I'm gonna play for a small amount of time if I do. Like I got what's the name of this game? It was free for a while.
Bug snacks.
No, it's a Souls like.
Bug snacks.
It was Mortal Shell.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which is a fantastic game. It's
But-
very good.
But I just, you know, I was
Right.
like,
yeah.
you know, it's
Yeah.
good. It's not.
But it is literally
Yeah.
a Souls clone. I mean,
Yeah.
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 Mhm.
In every conceivable way.
Without a block and without a good parry.
Right.
So you're
But
like,
it's a beautiful game.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
after that PS5 update.
Yeah.
It is gorgeous.
Mhm.
It's really, really gorgeous. But is that enough to really carry a Souls like?
No, it's not. It's
Yeah.
not. The gameplay's the king.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's part of the reason why all that gameplay is getting moved over from older Souls games to Elden Ring is because it fucking works. They've perfected it. You know, they've been carving into this piece of wood for a while now. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
But I mean, with that popularity and with Elden Ring on the horizon, it's the exact same thing that happened like back in the heyday of 2D fighters. Man.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
once you have Street Fighter up there holding the crown, once you have KOF doing his thing, everyone's got a Me Too game.
Right.
Everyone's gonna have one, and so since that's one of the most trendy new genres,
yeah.
everybody's trying to
gonna
get a
throw
piece
their
of
hat
that
in the
pie.
ring at that point, yeah.
Absolutely.
I think I like the Souls style games that go in a completely different direction. That go for like what's it called? The bug. What's the bug?
Oh, Hollow Knight?
Like Hollow Knight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like Hollow Knight has a lot of the facets from a Souls game, but it does it in a Metroidvania style, and it does it
Right.
in this kind of, you know, completely different direction. Cool.
Right.
Okay, that's the way to take it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't just rip them off, man.
Right. Yeah, Mortal Shell. I mean, definitely had the whole situation where you could switch your shells.
Yeah.
which is kind of cool. But
You get knocked out of your body. That was
yeah,
cool.
But
yeah.
it's like I'm literally going to a bonfire, dude.
Right. You're right. The same shit. Right? You know?
For real. How are y'all not ashamed of that?
Come on.
You know?
From Software's got that one.
Yeah.
Like, come up with something else.
They're like, we
Man.
don't want to. We want to get
I
confused with one
thought
of their games.
Dundaria was really good.
Dundaria.
That's
Yeah.
have you guys
That's
played
a
that?
cool one.
No, I never played
I haven't
Dundaria.
played it, but I've seen some
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. I think I've shown it to you.
Mhm.
It's a souls like. I mean, there are bonfires.
Yeah.
And you collect, instead of collecting souls, you collect salt.
Yeah.
You know, but you can only kind of teleport. You know, kind of yeah.
Okay.
As
Yeah.
far as like movement
Mhm.
and everything,
Mhm.
like to specific
Oh
areas.
yeah,
like
you
on
can
the
only teleport.
yeah,
That's
you can. You
weird,
don't
yeah.
like walk. It's 2D. You don't like walk right or left. You have to like aim for this area
and then
it-
stick to it.
and then
yeah.
stick to it, and then
Yeah.
like pow 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 pow, zip 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 zip. So you're just zipping around the whole time. And
Which that's cool.
it's
That's
really
cool,
fun.
man.
Yeah, it was a neat little twist.
What
You
the
know.
tweets?
What's a tweet?
What that tweet?
What's a tweet?
Hextech Mayhem.
Oh yeah. Did you like the first level of Rayman Legends and thought it would be improved, but with bombs?
I think.
Look, I love Rayman Legends.
Hey, oh yeah,
Rayman
exactly.
Legends
No. I'm not saying,
Is
that's
that
not
the
a
one
bad
with
thing.
the Black Betty
Yeah.
level?
Yeah.
That's really funny. Blam blam. All the little goblins. Blam blam.
Yeah, all those musical levels are really good, man.
Yeah, it's a 2D rhythm platformer.
Yeah. The more I was looking at it, the more I was like, I think this would be great with an arcade stick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it seems like it would work really well with that.
Unless there's some weird mechanics that we don't know about quite yet.
Right.
Did it release? Is it out yet?
I don't know.
I don't think so, but it's soon.
Yeah, it's
very
coming out really
soon.
soon.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, what's up with all this League of Legends shit coming out?
You know, I'm strangely kind of appreciative. I've never played League. I don't
Me
know
either.
much about it.
No.
You know, I've got friends that are
MOBA.
really deep, right? And I know that they have a terrible community. But outside of that, like, seriously, like,
Yeah,
really.
It's what it is, man. But their cutscenes have always looked amazing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like all
Almost
their
Blizzard
little,
quality.
Yeah,
like,
right. And they're all those FMVs are really super cool, and then they'll like do like character intros and stuff. And I'm like, man, this looks awesome.
So is
Right.
And then I look at the game and it's nothing like that.
Nothing like that.
Yeah. Is the Hextech part of that?
Yeah, it's a League of Legends.
Yeah, that's League.
So I
That's
guess
League.
that's one of the characters.
Yeah, they have
one of the
that,
tunes.
and now they have Arcane, which also
Is
on
a show.
Netflix. Yeah, which looks.
Is that what that is?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's League,
That
man.
looks really good.
It looks amazing.
It does. So
It looks
it's kind of
really
crazy
good.
that there are these
I'm
things
gonna
coming out
start
of League of
watching it soon.
Legends,
Yeah,
something that we don't really care about, that actually look really cool and aren't leaning on the League of Legends side
Right.
of it. They're just
Right.
taking those characters and making a different thing out of them.
Which could lead a lot of people to playing League.
Yeah. Well, it makes you
know?
wonder,
So-
are other MOBAs or hero shooters or stuff like that going to follow suit? Like, would they
Look,
potentially make a
Overwatch.
Overwatch?
Overwatch
Yeah.
already has tons of animated shorts that are absolutely gorgeous.
But do you think they'd make a side game about one of the characters, maybe? Like,
yeah,
you
I
know
can
what I
totally
mean?
see that
What's his
one
name?
day.
Genji? Is that the guy's name? The ninja guy?
Yeah,
Yeah. What if
Yeah.
you made fucking
that'd be really good.
a ninja game with him? He's dope. Yeah.
Yeah, you could definitely do. I mean, you could choose any of those characters. Honestly,
Absolutely, they're
you know?
all cool.
I like a
Yeah.
Reinhardt, just or Diva
What's
to
the
get her own
big, the
game.
big mech suit? Fucking who's
Gorilla?
that guy?
Diva?
That
Oh
is-
no, you're talking about the gorilla guy?
Yeah.
His name is Winston.
Man, that awesome.
Yeah.
See, I still haven't even played Overwatch. I just
Yeah.
watch
Oh, really?
people play it. Yeah,
oh
yeah.
man, Overwatch is great.
Yeah,
you know,
I
but
just never wanted to pay for it.
It's
That's
another
all it
one
is.
of those situations, kind of like League, where it becomes like over time, it becomes hard to get into the game as a new player because so many people have been playing hardcore for so
you can get
long.
fucking
You're gonna get
waxed.
mopped, for a
Really,
long
dude.
time, and you got to just get used to it. Just know that you're gonna lose
Like,
before you get.
I think I'm gonna start playing StarCraft for the first time.
Right, yeah. For real. You better play single player.
Really? Yeah. You better be going through those campaigns.
Fuck, dude, you're
Zerg
not
Rush,
gonna have fun.
motherfucker. Yeah.
I didn't look this up. What the hell is this?
Figure fantasy. I don't
Finger
think,
fantasy.
It's not finger fantasy, sir.
Scott,
sorry.
you're writing about something completely different.
Yes, do not Google this.
Don't go to finger fantasy.
Do not put
guys.
this. No. It's a completely different game.
Jesus. Yeah. I've been looking at that this whole time. I'm like, finger fantasy? I'm like,
Scott.
I hope
What
y'all
you
are
got
going to
a
lead
finger-
on this
Look,
topic.
I had to write a lot of stuff for the news.
You wrote like 13
But
things.
even if I may, look, everybody gets one, okay?
Okay, you get one. You get one finger fantasy.
Oh
Right,
my
no.
God, no. You do not. You do not get one finger.
Anyways, figure fantasy. What is this? Because I was
Oh,
watching
my
the
God.
trailer.
It
It's
doesn't
like
tell you shit.
Oh, really?
No. It's basically like,
So
it looks like it's going to be.
figures fight.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be like maybe a MOBA of some sort. It's
Yeah.
going to be mobile. But yeah, it's like
a
this
gacha
guy has a
game
little.
kind of
Maybe.
Almost, yeah.
Maybe. Who knows?
more than
Because
likely,
the
we
trailer,
don't know.
the trailer that they put out has this kid that comes in. This guy comes in, puts down his statue, and the statue's next to his phone, and the statue comes to life. It's a sexy anime girl.
Cool.
And she uses her toes and turns on the music, and this other anime girl starts shooting at her with a Gatling gun.
Yeah.
And then, of course, and she turns the phone off, and then the cute little girl turns it back on, and then they start the fight. And so the whole thing is just a cutscene, you know, but it's all about action figures coming to life and fighting one another.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like all the action figures. It's like any streamer's background. All that shit just came to life.
Came to life and started fighting. Yeah.
Exactly. And so, you know, conceptually, I mean, that's cool. That's interesting.
But these aren't licensed concepts by any means.
No, they've created all their own.
Okay.
Exactly. So, I mean, who knows what direction the actual game's going to come in?
Yeah.
Or go in. I'm sorry, but that would be the finger fantasy. But it's yet to be seen. The trailer did look interesting, though, especially with like things like Baymax, things like you know, Hot Wheels being hot right now. It's kind of cool seeing people kind of focus on, instead of like going for this gritty, hardcore realism, you know, like we're going back to whimsical shit.
Hell yeah.
I dig that. Like personally, I like the fun aspect of playing video games.
Oh yeah.
Like I think that a lot of cases people try too hard to make things like, you know, simulations or realistic, and I'm just like, man, I just want to do some fantasy shit that I can't do in real life.
Oh
you know what I'm saying? Like, and having action figures fighting, like I'm all about that life.
Hell yeah.
You know, like that's why that Buzz Lightyear movie looks so hot, man. That's why it looks super hot. And so, but
way better.
But
than
yeah,
it should.
it's probably gonna suck.
Yeah.
Moving on from finger fantasy.
Oh my.
Tiny Tina's
do you move on?
What's up with this one, dude? Because I didn't see it as being free. I saw it as $10.
Okay. Well, it's free until it might be over. I don't think it is. I think it's free until November the 26th or something around there. And so it's the original add-on for Borderlands 2. All right. So they're preparing everyone for the new Tiny Tina.
But it's still a standalone.
Exactly. No, it's a mod. Oh, not a mod. It's an add-on for Borderlands 2.
So you have to have
Borderlands 2. Exactly. It's DLC. It's a DLC campaign.
Right.
And so they're basically, it's kind of part one of what they're doing in February.
Can I play that in VR?
You can. Yes.
No way.
Yeah, that's in VR. Yeah. All that content is.
Okay, that might be awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, it definitely is. Yeah. I wish they would. I wish they would have patched in multiplayer. Like by now, now they should have given us multiplayer for Borderlands 2. Because that would keep that alive for a very, very long time.
Yeah, really.
You know? And so, but this is just a free edition for those of you who wanted to see what was up with Tiny Tina's Wonderland and see her as your dungeon master, which is wild.
Yeah.
It's wild. Yep. Or if you ever just wanted to slap Joffrey in the face.
Absolutely.
You know? Yeah. Joffrey
and I have slapped a king.
All right.
Did my hand fall from my wrist?
How many times did Tyrion slap that boy?
Fucking 4 or 5.
As many times as he could.
Absolutely.
Man. And it was wonderful.
Little piece of shit. Fuck, man. God, I love that. I love that during his.
I'll answer it. Not enough.
Not enough, man. Well, fuck, dude. During his trial, where he's like, "I wish I was the bastard you thought I was. I wish I had killed him." Fuck yeah, man.
Super good, man. Talking Forza.
Yeah, dude. Goddamn, you put that on your. That's so funny.
Oh yeah, what's up with this?
Some asshole made a fucking van.
Yeah, well, Forza has a livery system, right? Well,
it populates your world with your friends, right?
Well, it does that, which is really cool. But you can basically just take any vehicle, customize them, put like different paint jobs on them, layer whatever imagery you want on them, you know, make them look hype. Well, somebody, of course, got a van. A van with no windows.
What did it say?
It said, free candy.
Oh.
Yeah.
And it had the door slightly cracked open, and a guy with an Xbox holding it out.
Dude, it's brilliant.
It's really
brilliant.
good.
But they caught a ban for it.
Yeah.
You know, they actually got banned. And
I think that's some old bullshit.
Well, the funny thing is, if you actually read the terms of service, man, it literally says... no, like certain phrases cannot be used, i.e. free candy. It says that specifically. Yeah.
Wow.
It's like no free candy on vans.
So he
like
did
they said that.
How much you want to bet that dude did that intentionally?
Well, that's a possibility.
Like he read the terms of service and like, let's see.
I just doubt that anybody reads TOS.
Nobody's reading that.
Nobody reads TOS.
No.
I saw you send me the thing. I did not see the portion that said you can't put free fucking candy
on there.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And so, I mean, it really cracked me up. I'm like, wow, man, you did that one thing that they literally asked you to not do. and you did it well.
Hey man, these terms of service are getting wild. Like with Echo VR, they make you agree. They make it where you cannot move yourself. Okay, and you're standing there, and they have 4 big ass panels in front of you, and they stop you, and they go, "You can't fucking be mean to people at all, and you better be.
You can't be racist,
right? And you better be sportsmanlike.
Nice.
You better fucking always put your party ahead of everybody else, and only promote positive. And
there is no I in team.
Okay, yeah. Do you want me to salute to this? Do I have to hand over my heart? Fuck, man. Yeah, they're getting serious. Yeah,
I mean,
so do you think we're gonna get to a point where people can catch charges off of dumb shit like this?
Man, they'll just ban that ass.
You don't think so? You don't think when we get to this meta shit, it's gonna be catching
charges?
charges?
That might be a different thing.
Right.
That could easily be. Now, when you're talking about virtual reality and the potentiality for,
motherfucker was eating my ass out the whole time.
He was.
That was basically sexual.
We're
not kidding whatsoever. This guy was humping his head the whole time,
and then he was over there. He was getting in there, boy. His whole body was
getting humped, and I was over there looking at a menu, and then I looked over. I was like, "Am I witnessing an assault? What's going on over here?"
I think this is definitely against the terms of service.
Right.
That we all just
I read the fucking list.
He said he didn't say nothing about getting your ass ate. I'm like, oh, well, I think it was implied. But he was, man. You know. So, yeah. It was weird, man. It's gonna get weird. So in VR, right? I mean, seriously, with full finger tracking, it might get weird. I don't think that we'll, in order for people to actually be able to be charged, because like even right now, you know, you play Call of Duty online and you hear the things that people say. No one's catching a charge for this stuff. You just might catch a ban, and usually it's a temporary one. But I wonder how far it's going to go when we're, you know, all in a virtual space that we're very comfortable being in naturally, you know.
It's a weird situation, because for those of us that are older than when the internet is the way that it is now, we look at it and we're like, fucking ignore these people, whatever. Like, move on with your life.
Exactly.
For people that have grown up,
don't watch it.
Right. If you can click the X,
exactly.
It's you know,
it's so easy to do. Really. So
you
literally have to raise a finger.
When I hear about internet harassment and things like that, I mean, unless it's going all the way to swatting or something like that, then I'm going like, whatever, you know, fuck off, you know. Right. But that's not the case anymore, and that's not the way a lot of these people that spend all of their time on the internet feel about this shit.
Right.
They take it way more personally.
It's
it is
real
their life. It is real life.
Yeah.
Right. And so once you're in it, then there's no separation,
well,
right?
It's like, where are the lines drawn?
Right.
You know, but I think that at this point, it's going to be another, like, you know, maybe like 10 or 20 years before that's really an issue, man. What it would take is, you know, for a kid to interact with someone and then they end up maybe inflicting self-harm of some sort, you know,
or exposing them to something fucked up.
Exactly. And so meta's about to make things very, very odd.
It's going to get meta, guys.
Right, God, and that's the worst. I mean, like I said, they should have just called themselves Skynet.
Oh, yeah, really.
They should have just done it. You know, at this point, just go ahead and say, okay, we're Skynet.
We're Skynet now.
Yeah. I think people might feel a little bit more comfortable with that.
Oh, with them actually being called Skynet?
Yeah, just go for it, man. I mean, we've seen those movies.
Skynet feels better in the mouth than
Meta feels like you're going for God.
Meta feels gross.
Yeah, it feels like you're going for God. You know, and it's just like, I don't know.
I mean, it is Scrooge McZuck, man.
It is.
Yeah, I thought I was supposed to be the robot.
Have you seen and have you seen the commercials for it?
You are.
Yeah, with these weird little animals and stuff.
Yeah,
what is that?
Like, we're going to make this painting mesmerize your children, and then they're going to get sucked into it. It's like, whoa, hey, this is bad. Whoa.
Yeah, it looks like something.
What you doing?
It looks like it should be something out of like Shadowgate or like.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's just like those animals are creepy as fuck.
Creepy, dude. But they got a beat. So don't you want to hang out?
Yeah.
For real. Did you know that Google Fi is a new Wi-Fi wireless
plan? Fuck off.
Goodbye.
Oh, no. I don't ever need to hear that song
again. Oh, my God, dude. They're so bad.
I heard they have free Wi-Fi tethering.
Oh, yeah, so you can tether while you cruise around the world. I'm like, who wrote
this?
Scott,
you just need that Google Fi.
That's what you need. It's a phone plan that can.
I'm not going to buy Google Fi out of spite. Anyways, Final Fantasy VII, The First Soldier. What's up with this, guys? It's a game.
Yeah.
That's coming out, I guess.
Right?
It's Battle Royale.
Right?
Oh, is
and
it?
that's
Okay.
weird
Final
as
Fantasy
hell.
VII Battle Royale.
Right?
Yeah. And it looks kind of hot.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna
Those
lie.
look good.
I'm not the biggest Battle Royale fan. It's not really my bag, but it looks kind of hot.
You know, it's weird because it gives me some Dirge Cerberus vibes.
Yeah,
too,
totally.
Right?
Yes,
Which I thought
absolutely.
Dirge Cerberus was like a half-baked awesome game.
Right.
You know, it had like a lot of Devil May Cry elements to it, but the controls weren't quite good enough to make it awesome.
Right.
You know, it was limited by being on the PS2.
Facts.
You know,
Yeah.
But if they, you know, I mean, I trust Square right now.
Well, I
and-
mean, here's the other thing, man. We just can't forget that Square is well known for creating little side projects with the Final Fantasy moniker.
hell yeah.
That may be okay to
Yeah.
a niche group, but I mean, die very quickly over time, right?
Right.
You know, and
right.
so even like what was the fighter? Into
Air Guys?
No,
you're
but that's a
talking
great game.
about,
Well, the arcade version is good. The
Dissidia?
PS2
No.
version's trash. It is.
Is
Yeah,
it?
Dissidia,
but you got the
Dissidia
dungeon
NT.
mode in the PlayStation.
You did, but just comparatively speaking,
The arcade's way better.
Oh, it was amazing. But like Dissidia was a great
Dissidia's
game.
cool.
It's
Oh,
a
yeah,
lot of fun,
Dissidia's
but
fun.
it didn't perform very well in the
No,
West.
no.
You know, and so it ended up going free to play.
Yeah.
And now people are like, "What? What
Yeah.
game are you talking about?" You know, and so we'll see. This might go the same way. It
I have
happens
a feeling it's
quite
going to be
frequently.
like that or like Metal Gear Online or something. A small dedicated group that are going to love the fuck out of it, and it's probably going to be a solid game, but it's not
Probably
gonna
be
last.
something that
Yeah.
a lot of
Yeah.
people start streaming really
Yeah.
heavily.
Is this a free to play game? Because that's the way they should go with this.
The way that it's advertised, it looks like it might be.
If
Like, I
it's
haven't
free to
seen
play, I think they
anything-
do
I haven't
better.
seen anything about a cost.
Yeah.
Cost structure, and that's how you make money is you
Right.
put that game out free to play, and then you use gotcha.
Don't you want to
Yeah.
be Cloud?
Exactly. Buy these 10 loot box spins, and maybe you'll get it.
Right.
Maybe.
Big bucks, no whammy.
You never know.
Absolutely. They end up throwing like Y'shtola in there, and then all of a
Yeah.
sudden people are just like, "God damn it, I gotta get Yish." You know, and so
I spent $50 tonight and still didn't get it.
still didn't get it. All right, gotta wait till the next paycheck. And so, yeah. Baymax we can skip.
Yeah. I mean,
it's just
check out Baymax.
Well, yeah,
Check
it's
out the
just,
trailer. Check out the trailer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It
Hero,
looks-
Big Hero 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quasi sequel.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like a spin-off because it's just Baymax.
Okay. Yeah, but
I
isn't
like
that-
Big Hero 6.
Big Hero 6.
It was
great.
awesome.
It was
Yeah.
great.
And Baymax is like the standout from that movie.
Right.
You
Which is
know,
why I would
because-
think that it would be
Okay.
more of a.
I thought that villain was the
adjacent
standout,
story.
to be honest, with
well,
the
I mean-
digital
Oh, yeah.
bullshit that
You're
he was
not
creating all
wrong.
over
Yeah.
the place. That was fucking cool.
Yeah, that was
wearing
awesome.
the Tengu mask.
Yeah,
like,
boy.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like a corporate asshole. Like,
Absolutely.
you checked all the boxes.
The actual ultimate evil.
Right.
Yeah.
So, Astro World? You told me not to look anything up.
Right, because he doesn't know anything
I don't
about
know
it.
Oh,
shit
wow.
about this.
Now,
Yeah, okay.
I'll go ahead and
This-
preface this by saying I don't know who the fuck Travis Scott is.
Man,
He's an individual that makes some music.
Why does he have this level of influence?
I was like, this guy's just a whatever dude, right? Like, I've heard the name a couple of times.
Yeah.
I've seen his face. I have no fucking clue any of his music.
Yeah.
I didn't realize he was at this kind of level to make people trample each other during a fucking concert.
Well, yeah, it's a music festival,
Right.
and he was headlining it, and a lot of his shows kind of revolve around him getting people just super hyped up, right?
I
mean,
understand, dude.
That's the thing, get people ramped up, and
I went to
he's
many
often,
metal shows for people.
Right. Well,
yeah.
but usually he's more like
Where they say, get the fuck up.
like Simon says, "Get the fuck up."
Split the
It's like,
crowd!
okay, but it's just like no, this is more like rush the stage,
Right,
And
yeah.
Yeah, this is
security,
just- this is just
security, you
reckless
better
shit
not,
right here.
you better
Yeah.
not touch them. You know, security, stay away from all these people. Everybody, jump over the fence if you want to.
That's
No,
so
no.
stupid.
You know,
yeah.
I mean, it's like almost borderline inciting riots, but,
Right.
But
Right.
whatever, it's all in good fun. But
right.
in this situation, it was not very fun.
Well,
Yeah.
and the comparison. See, okay, so 8 people died.
8 people died.
8 people died in this.
Ranging
8 people
from
fucking died.
14 years old to like
dude,
34 years
dude.
old.
How many concerts? Because all of us have been to live shows. All of us have been to rowdy ass live shows. Okay?
Yeah.
How many times have you seen somebody go, whoa, stop, hey, fucking calm down? You know, you
Yeah,
guys need to
get
get
them
away
up,
from this
get
person.
them up.
Get them up. Get them back there.
Yeah, get them back
Get
up.
them-
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
and-
the time. Shoot, most of the time it's like if it's not the band, it's the people in the crowd.
Right, and everybody.
Because if somebody
up,
goes
pick
down
somebody up.
and they stay down, then the show's over.
Well,
you
you
know,
know,
so
it's
and plus you
counterintuitive,
don't
right?
want to fucking kill anybody.
Because you're thinking, oh, the big guy's gonna murder me. No, the big guy's gonna move other people out of the way from murdering.
That's right.
That's
Yeah.
what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
you know
that's why
that
you
was
sit close to the
right.
big guy.
That was my experience with going to tough
Absolutely,
shows. You know,
Right.
but like no, this is a completely disregard for people's safety. Apparently, Travis was told earlier in the night, like, hey, you got to watch out for this kind of thing.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And there were multiple times he was told to stop the fucking show while shit was happening.
Like there are too many people
Right.
in this space, you know, and
He did his whole set. He didn't stop.
Exactly.
Wow.
Well, he did stop at one point. It was just kind of way too late, you know.
Yeah.
By that point, it's like,
Yeah.
oh my god, I fucked up. And it is kind of crazy just to think about that because all these people were killed in a crowd surge, right?
Yeah.
It's just like all of a sudden everybody's just pushing forward, and people can't stop that momentum, and you know people go down, people get trampled. And it's very interesting to know that the kids were even at the festival. You know, I've been to Bonnaroo several times. I've been to Hangout Festival a few times, etc. You'd be amazed how many children you'll see in these environments.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah.
And it is, you know, and I'm on both sides. Like I see, you know, entire families that are out there together, they're having a good time, and it's like, okay, that should be all right. But you know that like about 70% of the people that walk past your child are just geeked out of their skulls.
Oh,
right?
yes.
Like all the way out of their minds. They might think your kid's a dog.
Fuck,
You know,
dude,
like
going to live shows is probably the first time that I ever really smelled weed. You know what I mean? You go and
Yeah.
you're like,
yeah. You know? And so it's
that
like
ain't funnel cakes.
Festival culture is really kind of odd.
Yeah, but you
especially
take your
now.
family to something like City Stages, and I realize that's a
that's bad too. I remember one City Stages. You know, at the end of it, there was a big gang fight.
Good
and
point.
people were getting
Good
shot
point.
at. So
but,
I mean,
but,
it's
but
just
I
you
also
get a
saw
large
Cake do
amount
the
of-
hokey pokey. So
Oh, okay, heard that.
you know
Heard
what I
that.
mean?
Right.
Like you put your left foot in. No shit.
You know, and so I mean, you really never know, man. It can
Yeah.
it can be a really good time, fun for the whole family, but it can also be dangerous.
careful.
You gotta really be
gotta be
cautious,
careful.
man. You gotta
Yeah,
gotta
no,
look at-
exactly. There's
yeah.
been a lot of shit thrown up about other bands that handled this shit properly since
Right.
this shit's happened. You know,
Yeah.
like there's a big Linkin Park show where they fucking
yeah.
completely shut everything down because one person was potentially getting hurt.
Yeah.
you know
Oh,
what
yeah.
I mean? Yeah,
Yeah.
You keep I mean, I watched.
Take care of your fans, man.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah,
It's like,
you
y'all
take
can
care
get
of your
rowdy.
goddamn
Hey,
Y'all
and
can punch each other in the
fans-
face. That's
And fans
cool.
take care of
Yeah.
each other, man.
Absolutely.
Like, it's,
Right.
Yeah.
you know.
Like if you see somebody, because that's the thing. Like when people are getting like stomped on,
Yeah.
people are aware of it.
But do you think part of this
but
has to
there's-
do with this year that everybody spent inside?
I mean, I think
Folks
it
don't know how to
does.
fucking act.
I think
you know?
it does to a degree, but I've also been in those crowds where I remember I went to go see AFI one year,
Yeah.
and it was at Warped Tour, and I hadn't slept the night before, had to drive us all the way there. I was super tired, and so by the time we got to watch AFI, I was towards the front, but I was so packed in with all the people all around me,
Yeah, you
I
gotta
almost
watch that
passed
shit.
out.
Yeah.
And I
Oh,
passed out,
shit.
dude. I'm serious. I passed out standing up, and due to all the people, I couldn't fall down.
Right,
You know, so
yeah.
I came back to, and I'm just like, oh my god, I got to get out of this crowd.
Right, yeah.
And so things like that can happen, right? Just being exposed to heat, you know,
yeah,
being packed in with all those people. It's very hot.
And then
Yeah.
if
It gets
you're
super
on
hot.
something or drinking a bunch,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
dehydrated,
Just
hungry.
fucking
You know, all
really,
these
man.
things can go
Yeah.
wrong, man. And
There's
so,
that one diabetic that didn't take their shit.
Exactly.
And now, you know.
and now they're packed in and they can't get out.
Right.
You know, and that's it can be really rough. And so I do think like I can understand how that must feel, because it's almost like being in the ocean, man.
Yeah.
You know, like you can't fight back against it. You can't resist it. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like, and the only thing you can try to do, I've been in situations where I've had to like pick my feet up to keep from falling down. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah, hang
just
on to
let,
people.
Yeah, let the crowd carry you in a direction.
Right.
And so, it's just it's a tragedy, man.
Absolutely.
And while a lot of people are just blaming Travis Scott, it's also right. Live Nation is who actually hosted the event, and it's funny because like you don't see anything coming from them,
right?
You know, everybody's like, no, it's Travis. But it's like, I mean, it's not really.
Yeah. It's only partially his fault,
right?
It's only his fault where he didn't help out more during the process,
and where he
Live Nation's the one
got people hyped up,
fucking responsible.
Yeah. You know, like this is their event, and
right.
so there are more people to point fingers at. I think it's easy for people to point fingers at an individual, versus like a corporate entity.
Agreed.
You know, and so I'm like, man, put the blame where it belongs. You know, because you all fucked up.
Yeah.
You know, all of you fucked up, and people lost their lives for it. I have no idea.
We got the remix, guys.
That's right.
Anyway, moving on. That's just
that's fucking depressing.
It's depressing.
It's
something that isn't depressing though.
I can't even believe this. This blows my fucking mind. So number one, just new Willow, and apparently it's going to be a series, and
awesome.
Warwick Davis is back.
Warwick,
but you don't say the W.
You don't say the W.
Warwick.
The second W.
They had a cast reveal or something like that where Warwick Davis is kind of talking to the rest of the.
Nobody knows.
Have you seen Life's Too Short?
No.
Okay, look, I told him about this shit. You also, since you have Scott's login for HBO, just fucking watch this show. It's 8 episodes. It is Warwick Davis
being quite possibly the funniest man on the planet.
Fucking serious. It's that. It's that trailer, but as an entire series.
Oh, great.
Because that's what his show is. He's the manager for dwarf actors. Right?
Yeah, he's like an agent. Right. He's like an agent.
He's an agent. Yeah, exactly. He's the agent for dwarf actors. So he sets them up
with
whatever.
Ricky Gervais in The Office.
Right. And Ricky Gervais is in this.
Oh shit!
And Ricky Gervais is in this.
Oh, let's go.
There's a whole part where he goes to see Ricky Gervais and he shows up to the thing and he's trying to hit this button, but they moved the button up so his ass couldn't reach it anymore.
Wow.
And he gets some random dude off the street. He's like, "Hey, can you push the button and say you're Warwick Davis?" He's like, "But I'm not, bruv." And he's like, "No, but I am." He's like, "Who the fuck is Warwick Davis?"
Who are you?
Like, Life's Too Short's amazing.
But
they
Willow,
watch this thing. It doesn't show you shit about Willow except for the fact that there's more Willow.
Well, he's just asking people. It's like, okay, so how did you enjoy Willow the movie?
Right.
And the girl will be like,
born.
I wasn't born yet.
I wasn't born. And he's like, "Are they gonna do an Irishman to you?" He's like, "No, they're not gonna Irish you."
Are they gonna do anything for your face?
He's like, "The whole point is that I've aged gracefully." Okay, the whole point. I love Warwick Davis so much. Fucking Leprechaun, guys. Come on.
Ron Howard directed it.
Yeah.
From Arrested Development. It's a great trailer. It's a great trailer. We should definitely go check it out.
Where's the Willow streaming? Disney, right? Disney Plus.
Because
I mean, it's
it is Disney Plus,
right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the even dude that was like, "I grew up watching Willow. I loved it so much. It's my second favorite fantasy movie."
Right next to Lord of the Rings.
He's like, "Well, maybe you could stop."
You can stop after saying it was that you loved it. Just stop after saying that you loved it. You know, stop after saying it was great.
Watch this. Just go to YouTube. Look it up.
Well, I think it's just called Willow 2021. That's it.
Yeah. Is it?
Which it said 2021.
It said Willow, but
Willow the cast.
I think it's Willow.
Yeah. I think it is just Willow.
But it has a date, and I'm pretty sure it's this year, not next year.
I mean, hopefully.
I'm thinking we're getting Willow soon.
I want it.
Willow 2022.
2022. Okay. Still.
And
very
the
excited.
video that we're talking about is Willow official Meet the Cast clip.
Just watch that shit. It will. If you like that Ricky Gervais comedy, if you like that style of thing, that like, I'm snarky, but I'm also kind of a fuck up kind of comedy. Like it's holy shit. Yeah.
Yeah. He never laughs once. Like,
no,
so
he's
serious.
Dude, he kills it, man.
Yeah, great.
Warwick Davis.
Warwick.
So what? Warwick.
So do you guys know about this Metal Gear situation?
You told me about it.
Ooh.
2 and 3.
Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 are being removed from all digital platforms right now.
Oh my god.
Because they feature because they feature a bunch of historical film clips. And Konami paid the rights to have them for X amount of time. And
now that time is
up.
Right. Okay.
So the question is, are they gonna spend some money just so they can put these fucking games back up on these digital platforms? Do you think they're gonna re-up these licenses for all these small clips?
No.
Do you think they're gonna edit Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 and re-release them in a way where it does not have these historical clips in them?
Yes.
That's
so
probably
then that
more
means
likely.
that the copies I have in there are gonna go up in price.
Exactly. I think that's what's gonna happen. We're gonna see remasters.
We gotta, talking about all of this, and this leans into like game preservation.
Right.
But,
yeah, but fuck that. No,
fuck that.
I'm gonna make some cash, baby. That's what's up.
It's all right. Make your money.
I got a signed copy of Metal Gear Solid 2.
Oh, there you go.
Right, from Phil Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got that collector's edition version of Metal Gear Solid 3.
I don't know if I'd sell that shit, but
Yeah.
I don't know. That's irreplaceable. Some things just aren't worth money, man. But yeah, I think that this is just gonna, once again, further prove that we're gonna see remasters of these things very, very soon.
And I would really hope that they actually spend the fucking money and go back and get these parts, because especially in Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3, there's a significant portion of that if you, especially in 3, how can you fucking talk about the Cold War during the 60s without showing some shit?
Right.
They have clips of
Television
President Johnson. They have
deal.
They have all these clips of all these situations that were, they seem like they should be public domain. I guess that's what you'd call it, right? Right. But
but
you
is
still
that
got to
the
pay
problem?
somebody. Yes.
That's the problem.
That's the problem.
Huh. So it wasn't anything like licensed, like movie clips specifically.
No, it's from regular ass television news broadcasts. The kind of
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like they'd have to pay for that.
Yeah, the kind of shit that
even though they could model it.
It's funny because the first thing I wanted
that's
to
what I was thinking is, are they going to spend the money on just modeling that?
Yeah,
and still keep
they
the
could.
voiceover over the top?
Yeah, that would work.
What if that's the reason they're going to redo
But
Metal Gear
it's
Solid
Konami.
2
They ain't
and
going to
3?
spend that money.
Well, they also know it's going to make money.
Wow, true.
If they re-release Metal Gear Solid 3, I'm buying it.
But if they had to remove those clips, it's
gonna fuck
screw pacing.
Right.
Yeah. So they're gonna have to replace it with something. And it could really just be spoken dialogue. Just text.
With more pictures of Metal Gears in the background.
Right.
Yeah.
They could go the cheap route that way.
Right.
Because this is Konami that we're talking about.
And I think that's what they're going to turn it all into just basic codec conversations. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They could do that. They could totally do that. Yeah.
They're
going to call David Hayter and be like, hey, we need you again. He's going to fuck you.
Right.
They're just going to turn it into a pachinko machine. They're going to replace those clips with a pachinko machine.
And I weep.
For real, dude. You're gonna get all the info. You're gonna get all the info from those cutscenes in a load screen.
That's right.
Historical societies are stingy, Lion.
That's right.
Jesus, they want the dollar too. Everybody wants the dollar.
Wants that dollar.
Fuck.
So
but it's $1. They keep passing the same
$1.
dollar. Fuck.
That's why they got to start that OnlyFans.
I know it's the same dollar. I signed it.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
I drew a smiley face on this dollar.
Yeah.
I've seen it 6 times.
Really? Yeah. Have you seen me? Yeah.
Yes, I have.
Man. Yeah.
So, Shin Megami Tensei 5 is out finally.
And it's only on Switch, right?
It's currently on Switch, but we're thinking that today I read something where there was a leak where this may be a timed exclusive.
It better be, dude.
It makes so much fucking sense for it not,
It'll make a lot more money.
4 only came out on DS.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
And that was a fuck up for them because they barely got any sales.
They barely got any sales.
Or 3DS. 3DS.
Whatever.
4 only came out on
6
one.
One and half dozen the other.
Right.
Fuck it. But yeah. So it looks great. I haven't got it yet. Like I was telling these boys, I don't have Shin Megami money right now, but eventually I will, and I'll get on that.
Go fight God.
If you hit up that Patreon, then maybe we can get Scott a little bit of Shin Megami money.
Don't you want me to play Shin Megami?
You never checked out LazerPunch's streams. They're a good time. Boy.
And he could stream all of Shin Megami.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Until he gets frustrated.
And then I'll actually turn the mic on. That way people can hear me weep.
Dude, Shin Megami games beat that ass.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they do.
Beat
Absolutely.
that ass. I wonder if this one's going to have the same system that 3 and Digital Devil Saga did, because I don't know shit about 4 for real, but it's this thing called press turns. I think press turns are one of the coolest things. One of the only other games that I can think of that did this was like Mega Man X Command Mission, where you have X amount of turns that you're actually able to assign in a certain way. Now in Shin Megami games, it's basically like you have a character order, so you have first character, second character, third character, right?
Yeah.
And you have 3 turns, okay? But let's say first character gets a critical. Well, then you gain a turn, so you still have 3 turns, but now you're on character 2.
Right.
So, I want to skip. I want to use character 3. So skip to character 3, well, now I have a half turn, okay? Right. So it doesn't take the whole turn from you, but if you skip a second time, then it'll eat the whole turn.
Right.
Right? So it's right, and you can
wonder,
right?
Yeah.
If you have a shield against a certain element, and then they like I got an ice shield, they cast ice on me, I get an extra turn.
Right.
You know?
Right.
But it works in the other way. I hit you got a shield against a thing. Well, I lost a fucking turn.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I love that shit. I love it. You can get fucked really, really hard, but
you can also fuck real hard.
Right, you can fuck. Yeah, Shin Megami fucks.
Fuck,
okay.
yeah, for real.
Yeah,
this is why we need you to play it, Scott.
I want it, man.
I want
it. Mm-hmm.
I want to. It'll happen. It'll happen.
Yeah.
One of these days.
If it comes out on other consoles, I'm buying it.
Oh, yeah.
It's undoubted
Oh,
for
yes.
me. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I really want to pick up Shin Megami 3. I'm just waiting on a sale. You know, Nocturne was really good, and I never beat that one.
Nocturne is really good,
yeah. And the reason I never beat it is because the RNG was so brutal, and that's something they scaled down on this version. They actually made it where the Pokemon, the demon Pokemon.
Your evil Pokemon?
are easier to get.
You rub 2 together, you get a new one.
I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Love that shit. I actually played.
I got a pen.
I
got an apple.
I got an apple pen. I wasted so much time doing that shit in 4, man.
They said
that's literally when I figured out you could do that. That's what I spent all of my time doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
and it's good, yeah.
I wanted to make new evil Pokemon.
I think you saw it, where they made the comparison between the Pin Pineapple Apple Pen guy and the
old guy in Squid Game.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Same guy.
They look almost
they
exactly
look really close.
They got the same smile. They got that same fucking I love that old guy when he's sneaking. Red light, green light. He's like, I kill red light, green light. What you talking about?
Blast, dude.
Having time of his life, dude. And so, how far did you said you finished it, right?
What? Oh, Squid Game? Yeah. I finished.
How far did you make it?
Just the first episode. Okay. I still haven't watched anymore. No, I fucked up and started watching other shit on his HBO. Like, there's a new season of Curb Your Enthusiasm, so I started watching that. I started watching Insecure again. Have you guys seen Insecure at all? It's fucking great. It's great, dude.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll get to it eventually. I feel like I'm an asshole because I was going like it's Battle Royale and it's Gantz.
Well, that's
Gantz
where it
Battle
begins.
Royale. Yeah, that's where it starts.
Okay. I gotta give it its time, man.
Yeah.
See, Insecure is so good. It's so good. Issa Rae is fucking hilarious. Like, yeah. Okay.
Nice. Well, that's the news.
Now we got
Demolition Man.
Demolition Man.
Starring Sly Stallone.
Oh my God. As John Spartan.
Wesley Blade Snipes.
As Simon Phoenix.
And
Sandra Bullock.
As
Huxley.
There you go.
Huxley.
There you go. And Jack Black, apparently.
Yeah, Jack
which
Black
I didn't know.
Also,
I forgot about Jesse Ventura being in the movie, who, again, he doesn't have a single speaking role, which is probably for the best.
But he's still present.
He is.
We were talking. This movie knows how to use just the right amount of Rob Schneider.
Just the right amount of Rob Schneider. This is the amount of time when they knew how much Rob Schneider to put in a movie, which is that much. You see him. He walks up. He says one thing, and then he goes away.
He goes away. You know that Rob Schneider became close friends with Sandra Bullock actually filming this.
Yeah.
And he told her, he was just like, I don't know about this bus movie you're doing next. He was trying to get her to not do Speed, bro.
Nah. Nah. Look, man, you don't take career advice from Rob Snyder.
Not from the copies guy. Like, fuck off. You don't know what you're talking about.
Like that bus movie.
And she looked at him and she goes, who are you again?
Yeah, for real.
You're the guy that wasn't
God.
Tim Curry from Home Alone.
Yeah, right.
Dude.
So,
weird. Like, I almost didn't watch this movie last night, man. I almost didn't, only because this is one of those movies, like, next to Tombstone. I've probably seen this movie more than any other movie in my life. Like,
I'm glad I did.
I watched Demolition Man almost every day for a
Okay,
long time.
Okay,
like
it was Demolition Man and Virtuosity for me.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
absolutely.
Okay.
Dude, I watched Virtuosity.
Yeah, see,
all
for me, it's Reservoir Dogs and Big Lebowski.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, those two movies
I
I've
want to
seen
go back and watch
too
Big
much.
Lebowski. Like,
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one in a very long time.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's kind of like watching Demolition Man again.
Yeah.
While I remember a lot of the dialogue,
Oh, yeah.
there's still a lot
still-
tonally that I'm just like, oh man, this is way cheesier than I remember.
Oh, yeah, dude.
You
It's
mean
way
coitus?
You know, like I mean, the movie starts off with John Spartan jumping out of the helicopter, going,
dude.
Phoenix! You know, like,
Dude, you know what it
I was
kind of
like,
reminds me
oh,
of
man.
now that I watched it this time? Like Universal Soldier.
Yeah, right.
Or like, you know, like that kind of thing.
yeah,
you know?
well, it's highly entertaining, but nowhere near as good as I remember.
Right.
Exactly.
Right, you know?
Dude,
it's
I
love Dennis Leary in this movie.
Oh, of course.
Oh,
yeah,
Dennis
of
Leary.
course.
This movie
You
feels a lot more, after watching it this time, it feels more like a chop job to me
Yeah.
Okay.
than it ever has watching
Yeah.
it before. Because it really does
And it's
feel
2
like
hours.
there's
It's long.
It's longer than I
long.
thought,
Yeah.
man.
But it's also one of those things where it's just like, they probably had a lot more going on here.
right.
Yeah.
It
Well,
just got
a
put
lot-
on the cutting room floor.
Well, a lot didn't really go in that movie's favor because
Right.
initially the villain was supposed to be Jackie Chan.
Crazy.
Yes.
You know
That's
what
so
I'm saying?
fucking
And
crazy
that's
to
who
me,
Sly
dude.
wanted, man.
What?
Jackie Chan's like,
That's
nah,
why-
I'm not gonna be a villain.
That's why when
Hand.
they
right?
yeah, that's why when they ask her, oh, how'd you learn to kick that way? Oh,
Jackie Chan movies.
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
and
so-
then this movie, like what we were talking about last night. Due to your region, a lot of things might be different.
The European regions didn't get the Taco Bell version.
See, I really
Right.
thought that,
Like a
that
lot
he
of-
was singing Oscar Mayer in the car, but he was always
No,
singing
it's
the
always
Armor Hot Dogs.
It's always
Oh,
been
yeah,
Armor
Armor
Hot
Hot
Dogs.
Dogs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I remember being a kid and
That's
be
a-
like, what the fuck is
that's
an
a-
Armor Hot
that's
Dog?
a
Really? For
Mandela
real,
effect
dude.
right
And
there.
so-
That is some Mandela effect shit right there.
Yeah.
Like the way that the Pizza Hut thing hits you is like the Mandela
No,
effect. Where you're like,
makes-
I know this is
I don't
Taco
like
Bell.
It. I don't like it.
Well,
It really is off-putting.
The fucking
And then-
plate they bring is not no Pizza Hut.
That ain't
Yeah.
pizza.
That ain't Pizza Hut,
Yeah,
dude.
for
I don't give a
real.
shit what future you're going to. That is
Yeah.
fancy
And then
Taco Bell.
just seeing,
Okay.
just seeing the logo, like
It's
the overlay.
It's
I'm just
fake
like,
as fuck looking.
Well,
it
they
moves
don't
funny.
even try to dub it correctly
don't.
No,
either.
the
they're
dubbing's
saying
trash.
Taco Bell, and
Yeah.
it's just like
Like,
pizza.
Pizza Hut.
Pizza
Yeah.
Hut.
And I really could do a slice of pizza.
Dude, that
You know,
threw
like-
me off immediately, and as soon as I heard that, I was just like, man, it was Taco Bell.
It was fucking Taco
yeah,
Bell.
yeah. And so they changed that.
I mean, we all know out of the pizza chains, it's Papa John's that's gonna survive. Like it's not.
I don't know, man. I gotta feel
I
that
don't know.
last.
Little
I mean, he had to
Caesar's
buy
doing
himself
it
out.
Hey, he doesn't. He
might
ain't
be
there.
right.
It ain't
I might
popping
hide
no
and
more.
ready,
Little
baby.
Caesars is popping.
Oh,
man.
Little Caesars,
Little Caesar,
man.
they would be the cockroaches.
I was
the
about to
pizza
say
game.
that, dude.
They're the cockroaches
I was
of the
about
pizza
to-
game.
They will
straight up.
survive the nuclear pizza holocaust.
Absolutely.
And they will
Yep.
be the pizza cost.
Which is tree fitting.
It's about
Oh,
tree. Oh, God damn it, Loch Ness Monster.
You know, and so, but yeah, they made all those little adjustments based
Yeah.
on region, which is so weird because I wasn't prepared for that at all. Like
Yeah.
it completely caught me by surprise.
Right.
You know, and I don't know. I kind of like the whole idea of Taco Bell.
I
Yeah,
like
really.
the idea of Taco Bell. Well, the reason they did it is because over
Well,
in the
there's not.
regions
They
that-
didn't have a presence.
Yeah,
Do
they didn't have
hey,
a presence.
I'm
over
gonna
there.
ask
Yeah.
the internet this. Do they have Mexican food in England?
In Europe.
I
Like
mean,
this is a
sure.
legitimate question. Do they
Yeah.
have Mexican restaurants in England?
sure they do.
Like, but is it like like the way we treat French restaurants here? You know what I'm saying? Where they
Well, I mean, they have McDonald's, and they
Yo,
just
McDonald's
have
is not the
a
same thing.
different menu.
I
Yeah.
guess
It's like-
Taco Bell also
kinda like
isn't a Mexican
Japanese.
restaurant. That's
Exactly,
not really
right?
what I'm getting
yeah,
at,
it's
though.
just
Do they have a regular pinatas hanging up on the fucking ceiling?
they have a Mexico Lindo.
Always looks like Dia de los Muertos.
You
Fucking
know?
Mexican restaurant. You know what I'm saying? Like,
mean,
can
that's a
you
good
go?
question.
Can you go drink some queso in England? Because we can.
Yeah.
We can go down the street.
Yeah.
We ain't even got to drive that far.
That's a
Right?
good question. Yeah.
It's like Indian places are cheap in England.
Right.
There's Indian places all over the fucking place. You know what I mean? Here, an Indian joint is a special place. You know what I mean?
But we're also the melting pot. You know, that's the hardest thing. I
also love Indian food.
You
That's
know,
it.
I mean, what's
Indian
our cultural food? Cheeseburger?
No, it's Mexican
bacon.
food. We stole it. Like, we stole it when we stole the Alamo.
I mean, that being said, we stole Chinese food too.
Hell yeah, we
did. So
See,
everything is ours.
What we consider Chinese food isn't the authentic stuff.
No,
exactly.
So,
Right?
they gave us. They're just like they just like take this fake stuff. You guys can have that.
Yes.
Well, here's some MSG. You
That's
good?
right.
We
You want
good?
the MSG?
All right, we're good.
Anyways,
We're gonna go eat something that you've never heard of.
so John Spartan
Anyway.
gets is chasing down Simon Phoenix.
Mhm.
And Simon Phoenix is probably one of the better '90s bad guys.
Seriously,
Totally.
dude.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
great.
And he's been a good bad guy in a couple of movies
He-
too. Like
he's
Wesley Snipes was
great.
great as in
Yeah.
New Jack City.
Yes.
And he was great.
But
Even when he's the hero, he's a little more edgy. Like in
Right.
Passenger 57,
right.
he was really good
You
in
still
that.
can't completely trust him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah,
But
he's ready to whoop
he-
your ass.
he
And
tracks-
does
Will
his own
evade those
stunts.
taxes.
He does his own stunts.
Oh
too.
yeah, well because
He does,
okay, so
dude, yeah.
here's the thing I read on the trivia and stuff like that.
And he was too fast.
He was
Slow
too
down.
fast. They had to ask
true.
him to slow his punches and kicks down because the camera kept making it blur.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, making it blur on the
Yeah,
camera.
that's true.
They had to ask
Yeah, he's black belt,
Wesley
man.
Blade
Dude, yeah.
Snipes.
Wesley Snipes is. I mean,
You know-
he's a
you know
bad
why
motherfucker.
he's
He's
so
a drunk
bad
ass
though,
Texan.
right?
Yeah.
Because he has a total gym.
That's
That's why.
That's right.
Yeah, the total
Hey,
gym.
and matter of fact, y'all notice when they were showing, when they pulled up Simon Phoenix's records, like one of the things on his list of offenses was tax evasion.
Oh shit.
Shit was funny. Shit's funny. It was like there was like rape, murder, assault, tax evasion. I was like, no.
That's because Wesley's always been doing it, right?
Right.
He's like, go on and slide it in there. It'd be funny for me. And then later he's like, that wasn't
oh,
funny.
That
That
wasn't
wasn't
funny at
funny,
all.
actually.
For real, maybe
What
I
if-
shouldn't have said that.
What if that was the thing
they got him
got
investigated?
the IRS going like,
Oh.
Like,
maybe this Simon Phoenix fellow. And they're like,
Right.
sir, Simon Phoenix is a character.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Yeah.
Wesley Snipes then. We'll look him up.
Right.
Yeah.
So essentially, both of them get frozen and then thawed out later on and do a future that has
Yeah.
just gotten
Yeah,
so
Simon Phoenix is such a
PC.
bad. He's such a bad villain that they ended up cryo freezing him for 40 years, 40 plus, or multiple life sentences, whatever. But they thought
Right.
when Sly Stallone went in to capture Simon Phoenix, Phoenix had captured a busload of people, like
Yeah.
20, 30 people, and they were in a building. And Stallone, they call him the Demolition Man because every time he goes into a place,
Everything
he
blows up.
blows it the fuck up.
Yep.
Right.
And so he blew
Right.
the thing up. He got Simon Phoenix. However, they found a whole bunch of bodies.
Right.
And they're like, this was your fault. You were trying to get Phoenix. So all these people died. So he goes
But
into
it
cryostasis.
seems
Right,
to
as
me,
well.
now let me clarify this. It seems to me that Simon Phoenix probably already killed those people before he even fucking got there
I mean,
because
we're-
he said he heat scanned.
Did you watch the movie?
What do you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
why?
he literally says that to him.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he says
so
that he's
why
like,
the
you
fuck
know,
did
remember
he get,
when he-
so why the
remember
fuck
he's
did
like,
he get in
it-
trouble then?
Huh? Well, they didn't know that then.
No, that he
Find
said
out.
he heat scanned the building. This is my whole point. Is that fucking John Spartan's like, I heat scanned the building. There were only 8 people in there.
Uh-huh.
Hey. So
Sounds like he has evidence.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Is it
Well,
sounds
you
like
know-
he has evidence
you
to
know
support
why
his
they
case.
ignored
But they
that,
were
though.
already like, dude, you always do this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the property damage that you
Yeah.
caused. Remember that when they were like, do you think you should have destroyed a $7 million Metroplex mall
Yeah.
just to save a little
Should have.
girl? And she's
Little
like, fuck
girl.
you, lady.
Yeah, yeah, totally. Yeah.
that was great.
You know? And so I think they were just sick of his
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, you got to go, man. Like, we just can't afford you anymore.
Yeah, but that's all I'm saying is it seems like he had enough evidence to have potentially gotten himself out of being a hungry man.
Well, there was
That's
no
all,
way to
you know.
actually find out if it was real or false
guess
because
you're
he
right.
burned up all the evidence.
I was about to
Should have
say.
recorded that and took it off site.
Right?
He didn't do that.
You got to remember, all this was happening, what, in
Always
1994?
make off-site backups, guys.
Always. Uh-huh. Yeah, man. It was just like 1993,
Otherwise, you get
1994,
frozen.
so.
And then thawed out.
and you
the
can't
beast
let it
re-
go.
the
And then you
beast
can
in
learn
future.
how to knit.
Then you can learn how to knit.
Took I'm a
Dude,
seamstress.
he
I'm a
knitted
seamstress.
He knitted a nice
That was a
sweater.
very
That
nice
was
Dude, she
sweater.
kept looking at it like,
Yeah,
for
it's-
me?
oh.
This is for me?
It was great.
Yeah, he was like, she was like, "Oh, you look a bit tattered," and he's just like, "Oh, I can just fix it with a needle and some thread."
Yeah.
Really, all I need is needle and thread. I was like, Jesus.
So the future
he became
wakes up
domestic
in,
man.
Yeah,
Right?
for real. The future they wake up in is like super, like just. I guess
there's no violence. Basically,
no
everything
violence.
that's
It's
been
a
deemed
totalitarian utopia.
Yes,
is what it is.
yes,
Essentially,
exactly.
yeah.
Everything that's been deemed as bad for you,
Including
is
salt.
illegal.
has become illegal.
So salt,
yeah.
sex, like physical contact of any
cursing.
sort.
I love it when she's like, "Well,
yeah,
you know."
because that's how they shake hands.
Right.
well.
Hey,
Yes,
I'm
be
okay
well.
with that. I'm fine with that one actually. That's
Hey man, social distancing.
right. We've been doing that.
Right.
He shook that one dude's hand and he was like,
Yeah.
he had no fucking clue how to deal with it. No,
But toilet paper is illegal too.
I mean, it's wasteful.
Well,
I
we're in
don't
the
even
future, so
disagree with that. You know what I mean? Like that's
right.
one where I'm like, well, okay.
Yeah,
Maybe we all need bidets, right? We all need bidets.
Right.
You gotta kill
well, no,
trees
no.
to
It's
get
the
it.
three seashells.
She
Seashells.
sells
She
seashells
sells
by the
shell.
toilet.
Which is so funny when you look at like how that's supposed to be used.
Yeah.
You know, because
Yeah, that
Stallone, you know,
diagram.
after years of silence, because it took about maybe like 15, 20 years before they ever
They
Somebody-
addressed
yeah.
this fucking
yeah,
seashells,
right?
really?
Yeah, because
It's
for so
really
long it's
funny.
like nobody knows how to use a three seashells.
Right.
Well,
But
you
then-
sent me
And
a
then when
I
they,
sent you a diagram.
A diagram.
because that's what Stallone said you're
'Cause
supposed
that's
to do,
what
is
he
use them
said.
like chopsticks
Yeah,
to pull
but
out
it's
waste.
funny because
And I'm like, that
yeah,
won't.
it's terrible.
If
It's
you've been
not
eating
good.
Taco Bell all night, that ain't
Yeah, that ain't
that ain't
gonna
gonna
help
work
you
in
at
your
all.
favor. I'm
It's
sorry.
fancy Taco Bell.
Well, the
Right.
thing is after Stallone came out and like said, you know, yeah, you hold them like chopsticks and then you take the third one and just scoop it up. You know, the director actually came back out and was just like, yeah, it was just a bunch of bullshit, man. We just needed
just a
something
thing.
funny
Yeah,
to
yeah.
say about.
Well,
like,
what he
you
said
know,
was
they
a
were
bunch of
just-
bullshit
well,
too.
I mean, it was literally that.
It's
It's
just
like,
like
the
we
Sly
literally
called,
did not
and they
think
were,
about this at
Yeah,
all.
and
We
dude
were
was
just
sitting
like-
on the toilet taking a shit, and he's like, we need something futuristic for the bathrooms, and the guy was just like, I've got this bag of decorative seashells,
Yeah.
and they were like, all right, we can use that, you know, and that's how the three seashells came about.
Right.
They just spray painted them all one color.
I mean, that's
We're
That's
done.
the
That's what they
story,
did.
bro.
That's
Can't make that shit up.
yeah. I think this movie it's also one of those funny things like when you watch any sci-fi from older shit and you're like,
Especially in the early 90s.
right,
dude.
where
Early
you're
90s
like,
sci-fi
man, you
is
guys like
very,
half got some things.
It's
Right.
very
You like-
clean.
yeah.
You know,
Early
Yeah.
90s
Yeah.
It's like
sci-fi
it's like
is very
having
clean.
those like Zoom-esque meetings that they would
Yeah.
have.
Right.
Like, that's so close, except for those monitors. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
When the monitor's sitting there following him when he's talking to the look. This is the true shining beacon of this movie, and his name is Associate Bob.
Oh,
Associate
fuck
Bob
yes.
is
Oh, man.
amazing.
I
dude.
love
He's
that man.
amazing,
Yeah.
dude.
Isn't he?
You know?
He's from Alabama.
Is he from Bama?
Yeah, he's from
Oh,
Bama.
I love it. Was
Yeah.
it Glenn Shaddix, I think?
Glenn Shaddix. Who's the same dude from Beetlejuice.
Yeah, Otho.
Yeah.
Otho from
Yeah.
Beetlejuice.
Oh,
Yeah. I didn't know he was
And
from
he
Bama.
is fabulous.
Represent.
Yeah, he's from
Wow.
Bama.
Yeah, really represent. Which seriously, he hadn't been in very many fucking things. Like there's
Not
a
a lot.
handful of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he is awesome in every one of
Yes.
them.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I
I'm
felt like he
telling
was the only character in the movie who was acting.
Yeah.
I felt like everybody else was
Everybody
just kind
else
of, you know,
just
you had
doing themselves.
Jean-Claude Frollo over there. He was very much Jean-Claude Frollo.
Yeah,
Frollo.
seriously.
Yeah, he was.
Absolutely.
He was so much Frollo, man. And then you got Wesley Snipes, you know, and dude, look, Simon Phoenix is the Joker. That's just
Yeah,
it.
absolutely. He's just doing the joke.
Yeah.
He's doing the Joker
Yeah,
the whole
yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah.
Like that whole time, like after they kill Frollo, and then he's just like, he's like, put another log on the fire.
Oh, yeah.
And then he's like, whoop.
Yep.
I love before they kill Frollo, where he's just constantly he's just like really just wants to kill him.
do it,
It's like,
you know?
yeah. He's like,
Why
"Here,
won't
kill
my
it."
finger do it?
Yeah.
And then that look when Frollo looks at the guy with his, about to shoot him, and the dude's just smiling so big, like, hey.
Yep.
Love
so
it.
good, man.
Yep.
So good. But I mean, if you haven't seen Demolition Man, definitely take the time to watch it because
It's worth the time.
yeah, totally.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's one of those quintessential just '90s action flicks where there's so little downtime, man.
Oh yeah.
you
No,
know,
it
there's-
moves at a fucking clip.
It
dude.
does. It
Yeah.
does. I mean,
Even
the
for
second
almost a
you start-
2-hour movie, it didn't really feel like
Yeah,
it.
because you have
doesn't
those
feel like
long
it, yeah.
action set pieces.
Yeah.
And I mean, and this is back before like a lot of digital imagery, so you had a
Oh,
lot
yeah.
of practical effects.
Yeah.
That first building, that mall they blew up, that was actually a building that they had to demolish.
Right.
That's
and
so cool.
they actually had MTV had a contest for that and allowed somebody to enter it and win the opportunity to press the button
push the button,
to demolish the building. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is how shit used to work. You
Right.
know, and
Yeah,
now
man.
we're shooting people on the sets of cowboy films.
Right.
But it's like,
or we have these LED walls like in Mandalorian where nothing's real,
nothing's
not
real.
even the lighting.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. And so, I mean, it goes to show you, man. Now, don't expect a lot of depth of performances.
No.
Like Sandra
No,
Bullock, this might be one of her worst acted
performances.
It might be
sure.
one of
But
her
this
worst
is
performances.
also one of her first, though. Too.
Yeah, but I think it's also
I don't
the
know.
way
I think she
Lelena
does a
Huxley
great-
is.
I
But
think
I
she
also
does a great
like
job
she's so
as a
charming.
character.
I like her
Right,
so much
exactly.
as a like
She's phenomenal.
right.
I
the
love
spunky
Sandra
cop
Bullock.
girl where she's like, oh, I'll get it done.
But that's the thing,
You know?
right? That's the thing. Is like she's really very two-dimensional.
Right.
Oh yeah.
you
Well,
know,
all of the
you
characters
take this
are
job
pretty
and shovel it.
two-dimensional.
Yeah, and
You know?
shovel it.
And shovel it.
I love it.
Close
but
enough.
But again, you can say that about all the characters, though. 'Cause,
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
totally.
John Spartan isn't all that
Oh, no.
complex.
Yeah, but he's
I mean,
just
Simon-
Stallone.
He's
yeah,
just Stallone.
Just Stallone.
Yeah.
You know,
Simon Phoenix has the most depth out of everyone besides
yeah.
Associate Bob.
Yeah.
Associate Bob is the man.
He's the man.
There's the old guy. What was he from? He was from fucking.
Lethal Weapon. Was he in Lethal Weapon?
I don't
The old
remember
black
him that.
dude,
Yeah. See, I was
yeah.
thinking of him from like is it
He was in
Last
a lot of stuff.
Starfighter and like.
Oh yeah, he was in.
He's in one of those movies. I really think he's in Last Starfighter, and he's with that guy that you fucking seen in so many other things. He's just chill.
Yeah,
He's great.
like he used to get a lot of work in the
Right.
90s.
Oh,
he
all
was
the time.
all over the
Yep.
place, you know. But is he still alive? Do you know?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he was pretty old in that one, and
Yeah.
that was 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
20 years ago, I guess.
So maybe.
Oh, you
Maybe,
know what?
you know.
Speaking of sex in the Demolition Man world. Okay, so
Oh, yeah.
if you haven't seen Demolition Man, John Spartan comes back and starts doing some awesome violent shit.
Oh yeah.
And the police, which Lelena Huxley, Sandra Bullock's character, they don't do violence. They don't know
Yeah,
what to
we're
do.
the police
They're
force.
freaking the fuck
we're
out.
not
right?
equipped to handle
So-
this kind of violence.
Exactly. So they're having like high speed chases and shit, and so they get back to Lelena Huxley's place, and
Bye,
Huxley's
Lime.
like,
Have a good one.
"Bye, Lime, love you."
Bye. Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, for real. Thanks for
It was
being
good to
in.
have you.
Always.
And so she's like, after the exhilaration of the day, I just wanted to ask you if you would like to have sex.
He's like,
Yeah.
And he's just like,
With me?
with you? He's like, what, now? With you? She's like, yeah. He goes, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
How-
And so she
I love
leaves,
it when he
she's
sits
like,
down and then he does that like.
you know what I mean? And so she goes into the bathroom, whatever, freshen up, comes back with 2 headsets, puts one on him, and he's like, what the fuck? And
Yeah.
puts one on herself and proceeds to have a great time.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
so he
yeah.
closes his eyes, see these weird flashes of her, but it's provocative. It looks like he kind of likes it, but at the same time, it's freaking him out.
Right.
Right.
It's this
Yeah.
weird cerebral sexual link.
Right.
But then he takes it off and throws it down. And this man says, he's like, doing the dirty. He says, doing the hunka chunka.
The hunk
The
of
I'm like, the
chunka.
hunka chunka? I was like,
That's what Stallone
that's
does
what
on
he
you.
does the hunka chunka.
He does the hunka chunka.
Dude, that made going back and watching the movie completely worth it.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I did not remember that.
Yeah,
you know?
It's old
Right.
King Shark and the hunka chunka.
And the hunka chunka. The Adventures of King Shark and the hunka chunka.
Oh, damn.
Fuck, dude.
Who else
Yeah.
could get away with saying that, man? Like, only Stallone.
Only old Sly. man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really.
Only Sly can get away with saying the hunka chunka.
Chunka?
Oh, man. It's so funny.
Too good.
I still don't know why you wouldn't at least let it play out all the way.
I see how that could be a little unnerving.
Yeah,
but you try
especially
it,
if you're
right?
not.
I mean,
And then you make
I
up
would,
your mind.
right?
You
Why not?
let the movie finish before
Right.
you make up
well,
your mind.
and
know
I
what
think the other hard part is that
mean?
the other hard part, he was just like, yeah, because she did come and give him a towel.
Yeah, she
she
did.
came and gave him a towel, and
Yeah.
it's just like, wait, so
Yeah.
is he supposed to just flip it out?
How does
Like,
this work?
Yeah,
Yeah.
clean up after.
That's
Yeah.
clean up. That's afterwards.
Uh-huh,
That's
yeah,
clean up.
okay, go to the bathroom.
Seemed like
Like,
they'd have some disposable pants or something that
something,
you could wear.
yeah.
for
I
the
mean,
situation-
it's not
for
going
the
to be the
hunka
same.
chunka pants.
It won't be. You're not gonna walk out of the rooms the same way that you walked into it. You know,
Right.
Hunka Chunka might be a new handle of mine. I think I'm gonna start naming shit Hunka Chunka.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So again, I really
Set
love
your
Dennis
ass on
Leary.
fire.
Dennis
Oh, yeah,
Leary is
absolutely.
basically the leader of the underground people that are not part of this utopian society.
Right.
That still eat meat and fuck and drink beers.
They eat rat
They
burgers.
eat rat burgers.
Rat burgers.
Oh, it was rat burgers?
Take
And
another bite.
he kind of gets like, and he's like, fuck it, it's
Yeah,
good.
he slows down that chew.
He does.
And he takes another bite. He's like, damn.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good burger.
Rat
Yeah.
burger. Hate
Matter
to
of fact, this is
say
the best
it,
burger I've ever had in
but-
my life.
Right?
Yeah. And it's funny, they had
That was
to
a dry
actually-
ass burger too. They didn't put shit on
They
that
didn't put-
burger.
No, man.
Come on, man.
Thing.
No,
Nothing?
that was meat and bread.
Yeah. Is ketchup
Can't
have
illegal
no
too,
cheese.
motherfucker?
Yeah, man. They actually had to rewrite Dennis Leary's part
Oh,
to
really?
allow him room for ranting.
Yeah, because I mean,
how can you have Dennis Leary without
Without-
ranting?
You're not gonna have rant.
And he
Right.
basically does the rant that he was doing regularly. Like, I want to drive down the fucking freeway
Yeah,
with my convertible
from
at top fucking speed, and I want to take that.
yo.
I want to take that styrofoam thing and throw it out the goddamn window. Fuck the birds.
He's just sucking down Big Macs.
Right. Yeah, that was his whole thing.
Yeah, that was from I'm an asshole.
It's from I'm an asshole. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, ASSHOLE.
Everybody.
Oof.
Yeah.
God no.
Yeah,
I was gonna say I was gonna quote that song, and it's like maybe not.
Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe
Yeah.
not.
You gotta-
Maybe hold off on that.
Just gotta look it up if you want to find out what's up with Dennis Leary
Dennis
being
Leary.
an asshole.
Oh yeah.
There's only so many Dennis Leary movies for real. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And
Too
this
busy chain smoking cigarettes, and
Right.
yelling at people.
right, but
Yeah.
every time he's in a fucking movie, I always love him, dude.
Man,
You guys ever
he
seen
always
the?
plays Dennis Leary?
You ever seen the Ref?
Right. Yeah, the
Yeah,
ref's
I did
pretty
see the
good.
ref. Yeah.
The Ref is amazing.
Good
It's
movie.
it's Kevin Spacey and his wife, and they're like super uppity arty fucking rich folks, and he's a cat burglar, and he breaks into the house.
Yeah.
And he tries to
It's
rob
really
him and has to tie him up. But as he's tying him up, they just keep having couples issues.
Yeah.
And so he ends up being like the counselor to their problems
Right.
while he's
It's
like, God
really
damn it, I don't
funny.
want to deal with this.
Yeah.
And
I was just
it's
trying
a Christmas
to steal
movie.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah. No, dude, the Ref is
The Ref
fucking
is
great.
great.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's something that we really should have talked about a little bit. What's the name of that?
8-Bit Christmas.
8-Bit Christmas.
Yeah, we forgot to
Oh.
put that on the list. Guys, go
Yeah.
check out the trailer to 8-Bit Christmas.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
got
do that.
MPH.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
So
man.
it's-
God, I love
Yeah.
that dude.
So it's a Christmas story, but in the 80s.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
With an
So-
NES.
Yeah, with
With
an
an
NES.
NES.
Instead
All
of a
he wants
BB
is
gun.
Nintendo.
Is he
Yeah.
going to take the zapper and shoot his eye out?
Oh,
No.
that'd be funny. That'd be funny.
So basically, it's a Christmas story meets the Wizard.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, which is an instant win
Shit.
in my book.
Yeah, I mean, I got to see this.
Looks
Yeah.
alright.
Right?
It looks
all right.
What are you talking
It looks
about?
all right.
Man.
Dude, it looks great.
It looks like a hug.
Yeah,
Like, it
absolutely.
looks like-
Thank you.
It looks-
Absolutely.
It's a hug in a movie.
I remember wanting that box.
Right.
I
Right,
remember.
yeah.
And you live in a house where it's like no video games
You
in this
think,
house.
are they going to put Rob in this motherfucker?
Oh,
They
wow,
better.
They should.
Yeah, because, I mean, come on.
But most people didn't have Rob. Let's be honest about it. Most people couldn't afford Rob.
I thought that the first
Rob-
version of it that released
Rob-
was
yeah,
like
Rob
a
came
pack-in,
with it,
period.
yeah.
For the very
Rob
first
came
version.
with the very first version, yeah, but a lot of people didn't have the money for that very first version. I knew very few people with Rob.
Yeah.
But that's
You
what
know-
this is about, is the first version that came out.
This
That's
is-
all I'm saying. Like, this is the launch
Okay,
of the NES.
okay, I see what you're saying.
That's
I see
what
you're
I'm
saying.
getting at. Yeah.
I don't know because it wasn't on the box.
Okay.
But I'm
okay.
not
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
I'm not sure if they're going to include that part of
Because
it.
Rob was fucking useless, by the
It
way.
was.
Oh, yeah.
It was cool looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's about it.
Yeah.
And it sounded terrible.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, God.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's... yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
But
Huh.
yeah, Demolition Man, good movie. Give it a watch. What's Tandy got to say?
Tandy. Hey, Tandy. I know this is a older film, so you're probably more aware of this movie.
Oh, yeah. Tandy probably loves
Tandy
this.
knows.
Let's see.
Tandy knows about
Well,
Demolition.
Tandy,
Man.
should the fine folks at home watch Demolition Man? Let's find out what Tandy has to say about this. Possibly.
I mean, that's a
Depends.
stunning endorsement.
This is the
coming
most
from Tandy.
indecisive bastard ever.
I'm telling you.
Ever.
He's
Like,
mostly
maybe.
snarky or not
Mostly
sure.
a snark. Yeah.
Ask again.
I mean, we have 2 maybes. We got 2 no's. We got a ask again. We only have 1 yes on this fucking box.
Does it only read yes?
It definitely.
Okay.
So which can be sarcastic.
Exactly.
Right? Oh, yeah,
right.
definitely.
Yeah, definitely watch that. 2 hours of your life you don't want to ever get back.
You definitely want to watch fucking Demolition Man.
Right. So final thoughts? Anything else that we got to say about this?
I mean,
I was wondering how this conversation would go.
Yeah.
Just considering, the legacy of Demolition Man itself. And it's kind of like I want to go back and watch Desperado, right? But there's a part of me that's a little nervous to do so because after watching Demolition Man, it might be a long time, if forever, before I watch it again. I might not ever watch it again. And that's weird because I love that movie, right? And we kind of forget about, when you're younger, you perceive things
Danny
differently.
Trejo with the knives.
Right?
Love
it's
it.
like, yeah, I'm all about it. But it makes me a little bit nervous because I'm like, dude, I don't want to feel that way about Desperado.
Yeah.
Like it's like, well,
man,
remember it fondly.
that's a weird one with some of that too, because I agree with you, and it's funny the movies that you do go back to and then you watch them and you were like, oh yeah, this never skipped a beat.
Right.
This never,
Yeah.
I can say that about RoboCop and the first Ninja Turtles movie.
Man, RoboCop is that perfect amount of satire, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't take itself too seriously, but at the same time, it's also fucked up and dark.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's like, cool, right?
This one gets weird, man. Like, I remember Simon Phoenix as being much more terrifying.
Yeah.
And he's silly in
not
this.
quite
He's
as
very,
goofy.
he's very, very silly.
Right.
He's doing nothing but making jokes, which I mean, once again, equates to mania. It's like you're having too much fun to be this destructive.
Right.
But like when he was cutting everybody out of their cryostasis, he was like, "Oh, hope my ass didn't look like that." It's just like,
he's like, "Oh, Jeffrey Dahmer, we got to get him
I
out
love
of
that
there."
guy.
I love that guy.
I was like, "Ooh, I know how that story went. He didn't make it that far, sir." And so, but it's like a lot of his villainy is kind of implied, and so it's just kind of weird because I remember Simon Phoenix being brutal, and he was doing some punches and kicks, and he shot some folks. He did, but he's not as scary as I remember him being. Right? Because I remember, man, when I was a kid, Simon Phoenix. I'm like, what? I mean, this dude's running around with a blonde fade in overalls,
and he reportedly hated that.
Oh, he did.
Oh, yeah,
really? He hated it.
Oh, yeah.
He shaved his head immediately
He's
once
like,
they were done
fuck
with
Dennis
filming.
Rodman. I gotta get rid of this goddamn hair.
Rodman did it because of Demolition Man.
Yeah, that's
So he did it after he saw Simon Phoenix. You know what I'm saying?
It's like I'm like basketball Simon Phoenix.
Right? Seriously,
Oh, shit.
because Demolition Man is very much Batman and the Joker, man. It's very, very much that. You know,
because Stallone's that fascist that'll do anything to get his shit across, but he's a good guy.
But I'm a good guy. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna forgive the fact that you just broke all those people's backs. Yes, okay. It's like I didn't kill him.
I'm counting on it.
Swear to me.
Yeah, dude. I don't know.
Thank you. Thank you, Christian Bell.
Also, the other thing I gotta say about this movie, one thing I fucking love, and it's always stuck in my head about this movie, the tire armor.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I bet that shit's heavy as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it'd pretty much work unless, maybe
talking about the
not
foam?
from bullets. No, the tires. It's like cut tires as the shoulder pads and a big old tire section here.
Yeah.
Like, that would work.
That would actually work.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Those things are made for shock absorption.
Right.
You know what I mean? For all melee weapons, you're fucking good. And it looks like some Running Man, Mad Max style fucking armor.
I think they did well with the stun baton as well.
The stun batons,
Yeah, they killed it for that
really good.
effect. Just the way it touches your head and this halo.
Yeah,
man, when he's like, how does this thing work?
That sound is so cool.
Oh,
How does this thing
the
work? And puts it up to that random
Dude,
guy's
that
head.
sound like,
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah,
I love that.
yeah, man, that's good shit.
Yeah, and so man,
It's a
go watch
blast
Demolition
from the
Man.
past.
It is
what
definitely
It
that.
is. Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely
emphasis
worth
on
revisiting.
blast and the past.
It is.
Because it's definitely a little dated.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And
But
I'm
it's
sure,
a
I'm
good
just
kind
still
of dated.
right.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good kind of
Just
dick.
expect some cheese.
Yeah.
No,
you know?
there's so much cheese.
There's some cheese.
Not much at Taco Bell though. It didn't.
Yeah,
No,
well, cheese is
there was no
bad for you.
cheese. Yeah, exactly, right?
Don't make no
for you.
sense.
That's it's bad.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck. Ticket. Fuck. Ticket.
Uh-huh.
Ticket. I love the swear tickets.
Oh,
I love
yeah.
the part where
Like-
she's standing over by the ticket thing and he's like, "Well, we got to fucking blah blah," and then
you hear in the
she just takes
background,
one.
it's like,
Dude, and he's like,
it happens all the
You
time.
got
Like
me.
whenever Simon Phoenix is talking, or whenever
"What is this shit?"
No, I mean, well, they won't even be anywhere near the ticket machine.
But you'll
hear
hear
it in the background.
hear it in the
You know, it's like, oh, John spotted. You are fined 1 credit.
See,
for
like
violation
they
of
they hit the
language
comedy
protocol.
stride correctly in this,
A
where you
lot,
forgive so much of the wonkiness of the film,
Yeah.
because you're like, yeah, but they're playing it as comedy, so I don't
Yeah.
care.
Exactly.
I don't fucking care.
Exactly. I mean, it's a fun ride.
Right.
It's definitely a
Right.
fun ride.
Mhm. But you know what this makes me want to go back and watch, and we'll I think we should do
Judge
this.
Dredd?
No. Judge Dredd's
I
good
mean,
and all.
Same character.
Last action
Same
hero.
Right.
Wow.
Last
heard
action
that.
hero, guys.
Heard
because
that. Oh, here's one thing that no, go ahead and finish that thought.
that one might live up to what we're thinking.
might.
It is.
I think
it
it
really
very well
might,
could.
You know,
I mean, it
This
does
made me
have.
think like Universal Soldier.
Yeah.
Universal Soldier will not live up to what
No,
we're
it
thinking
will
it
not.
is.
no, absolutely not.
Is it the second one that had Goldberg in it?
Oh, yes.
It's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, well, one thing that we didn't talk about is like they completely called Arnold Schwarzenegger's political career.
seriously.
did.
They called it.
Yep.
Oh.
Called
You
it.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
and he's all like, yeah, because of this amendment. And he goes, I don't even want to know.
right. Uh-huh. Yeah, dude. Because this happened. What? This was in '93.
93. That was
And
way before he was.
That was 10
That
years.
was way before he was the governor.
Way before.
It was. Well, he got voted in.
California.
I'm the gummy
Was
bear
that-
of California.
Gummy bear.
Was it 2003 that he got voted in?
Roundabouts. Yeah, I don't know.
That means that Sly had to know that he wanted to go into politics, and he wrote that shit into the movie. Yeah, he was voted mayor in 2003, so
Yeah.
10 years previous.
Yeah.
You know, that's crazy. That's
They were
crazy.
probably trying to make the Expendables back then.
Probably.
Probably.
Well, he was trying to get everybody together. That's why he
Right.
wanted to do like
I
a
know.
movie with Jackie Chan so
Yeah,
bad,
yeah, yeah.
and like get
Mhm.
all those action heroes together on one screen.
Man, think
Yeah.
about back
That was really hard
then
to do.
doing that too.
Right.
You would have had Jet Li, you would have had Sammo Hung, you would have had that whole
Well, you
line
wouldn't
of
have had
folks.
Jet Li quite yet.
In '93, I guess he hadn't really hit it
Mm-mm.
yet. Yeah,
No,
you're right.
That was still
Uh-huh.
Jackie Chan's day.
Oh yeah.
Sammo Hung though.
Sammo Hung,
Sammo
definitely.
Hung, yeah.
Love me some Sammo Hung. Where the fuck did he go?
Yeah, for real.
You know?
Gordon Liu.
Yeah, dude.
Gordon Liu was popping.
Mm.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Boy.
What's his name? Chow Yun Fat. He would have been
Yes.
big at the time
Yeah,
too.
he was
yeah.
big.
Uh-huh.
He was
Had
killing it.
Hard Boiled come out at that point? Hard Boiled's a little bit later, right?
I think it was earlier. I
Okay.
think Hard Boiled was out.
Because Hard Boiled's awesome.
Yes, it is.
Well, anyways, while you're looking that up, thanks guys for being at the show.
Yeah.
This man
Yeah,
said,
for
wrap
real.
it up, B.
Yeah, man. He's
Wrap
like,
Thanks
that
for being in
gab
the
up.
fuck this
chat.
shit. We're doing less than 2 hours today. I got some Taco
my-
Bell to get in
that's
me.
right.
Okay.
And get out with C
And then get out real quick. Thank you guys so much for watching the show.
Glad to be
being
back
on.
in the studio.
Yeah, finally back in the
Absolutely.
studio. Check us out. We doing anything later tonight? We're gonna
I think
slap
we
hands?
should, but we haven't figured out what
Slap
we're gonna
button?
play yet.
Yeah,
So we're
just,
either gonna be fighting, or we're gonna be zombieing, or we're gonna be fucking
We'll
dicking around,
do
and
something.
talking to each other. Yeah.
Exactly. Anyway,
Yeah,
so
just
come
hit
back.
that bell icon,
Hit
and
the
then you'll
bell
know when we go
icon.
live.
You know,
We should set up your streaming on the PC and play
I've
Forza.
been thinking about that.
And play
Share.
Forza. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Share, like, share, subscribe, comment, do
Yeah.
all that good stuff.
Do
You
the
can find us
stuffs.
on Spotify, YouTube,
Anchor.
Anchor,
Apple.
Apple, Stitcher,
Yeah, Stitcher. Whatever the hell
finally,
that is.
whatever the hell that is.
Uh-huh.
Spotify.
Google Podcast, all these other places you can find us pretty much everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah,
And if you want to help Scott get Shin Megami Tensei 5, you could
which
go
would
drop
be really
us some
cool
money in,
if you
in
wanted
the
to be a
Patreon.
cool guy.
If you
That
want to
would
be
be really cool.
real cool guy.
super cool.
Or a cool gal.
Yeah.
Guy or gal.
Real
or
cool
whatever.
And
A cool
everything,
whatever.
everything in between and on the
Everything-
outside.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know,
Be cool.
be cool.
Be cool.
Don't
Be
you want
well.
to be cool?
Be well, everyone.
well.
Be everyone.
well.
Be well.
Be
Be
well.
well.
And we'll catch you next weekend.
Goodbye.